Here we are, second time.
Hello,
Sunday
everybody.
session.
You sound beautiful, Christoph.
Yo,
Sunday
you
session 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Yes.
How's
We're not gonna
everyone
remember that.
this evening?
Doing good.
Great. How are you, Peach Vajij?
Fantastic. Are you all ready to begin?
I'm really excited.
We are.
All right. So, when the adventurers last left off, they had found themselves contracted, so to speak, to track down where these furry creatures had infiltrated the city, how they had gotten in, perhaps. They have made their way through the city into the sewers below. Had a little quick, easy confrontation with a couple larger than normal rats. They find themselves back in that atrium-like room under the sewers. It's quite dark and dank. Only a few beams of light shine through the middle of the room. But has just got done slaying some rats. And this is where we pick up.
Yeah, those rats were nothing.
Alrighty. I
Alright.
believe that we should keep tracking those bugbears.
I agree.
I agree, and we should definitely try to get out of this godforsaken sewer as quick as possible.
Aye.
So if you remember,
That as well sounds good.
when you first entered, came in, it's the large room. There was a hallway that went straight and one that went to the left. And before these rats decided to try and nibble at you, who was leading again? Who
I
was
had to
tracking
lead.
them? You were leading,
Yeah, and
and
tracking.
you were you were tracking as well.
Mhm.
Right.
I think I was helping out.
You had surmised that it seems as if the tracks kind of went off to the left.
Towards the port, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
Well, we got bum rushed by rats.
Indeed.
I'm sorry, who are you? I don't recognize that.
I am sorry, friend. I will try to speak like Sentinel for the rest of the game.
Oh, please don't. I'm sorry.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah. So,
Okay, anyway.
I guess you will take the lead again.
Do we need to re-roll to pick up the trail again, or are we good to go?
I mean, before you remember it was headed that way before, so I won't make you do that.
Very well.
I guess you'll need to reestablish a marching order.
I will. I guess I'll be in front. I'll grab that arrow stuck in the ground. I remember that.
Okay.
Or bolt, rather.
Mm-hmm. The one that was lit up.
Yeah.
After you, big man.
Guess I'll hold on to that to
Like
light
a little
the way.
makeshift torch.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay. So you'll be going first, and
So.
the rest of y'all.
So you're gonna be behind me.
Indeed.
Okay.
Klaus, what about you?
I'll be in the back.
Okay. So it'll be Karen.
Does anybody remember if I tended to any of your wounds after that battle?
No, I'm at 17 HP.
I'm at 11. Not at 13.
Not feeling too great.
Don't believe most of you didn't take that much damage. I don't remember. I don't know if I remember correctly.
I took 4 at one point.
I think I got healed up some.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I do remember
'Cause
him
I was
spending
lower
a
than
D.
this.
You were
whatever.
poisoned as well,
Yeah, I was definitely
but
lower
by
than
now that you've dispatched them, the effects have kind of worn off. So
I don't think I actually got hit.
I don't think you got hit either.
I think I'm good. I think I just forgot to...
I don't think anyone really got hit besides Klaus.
You probably forgot to heal it from the Bugbears.
I did.
Well, it took a long.
I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
was
sure I
gonna
did.
say.
I got hit by something. I have -4 on my HP right now. Remember what it was?
Well, I
Maybe
don't
a-
remember what spells I used either, so I'm
Maybe a
gonna
rat.
say I can't heal you right now.
Maybe a rat managed to get a nibble on your toe or something.
We'll be alright.
But anyways,
Anyway,
as you guys get done cleaning up, whatever, I guess you continue on the investigation with Karen leading the way. As Bolt is now lighting a path through this dark, musty sewer.
as a matter of fact, can I load the bolt into my crossbow and have it ready and carry that as a source of light?
Sure.
I will do that then.
Okay, cool. So you kind of have this exactly what you just described. This bolt that is shedding this. It is bright light, correct?
Yeah.
It's just kind of patrolling the halls.
I have dark vision either way,
Yeah.
so but
It's a
still,
medieval
Most of
red
y'all,
dot.
besides
I don't.
Sentinel, you guys
Yeah.
don't.
Sentinel does
Okay.
not.
that's why I'm using it.
Okay.
And recast the mage hand to shovel the shit out of the way, so I don't have to worry
so-
about that.
It's quite easy to make your way. The main atrium you were in had a lot of sludge build up, and it didn't help that it seems that's where the rats were kind of feasting their dinners at.
I apologize one more time. Before we leave, I need to carve a name into all the rats' bodies.
Sure, go ahead. It'll
Can't
take you
forget
a
that.
couple minutes to do that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want your patron to
Be upset.
be upset.
With me.
I'll text you a few minutes to do that, and
Okay.
we'll go ahead and get on your way again. That light only shines about 10 feet bright, correct? For
20.
20? Okay, so that's the case.
And then it's dim light after that.
With the marching order, then Sentinel and wait, were you in the back, Klaus?
Yes.
Okay, Klaus and Doer back there can still see pretty well. Y'all make your way, and it doesn't really take long. Isn't really a winding passage. It's almost a straight shot. The path continues as you shovel. It seems like it's kind of lessening as you get closer, but as you go on for a few minutes, the sound of water seems to become more prevalent. Sounds like kind of waves crashing against something. Do you continue?
Can I smell the sea salt air over the stench?
Make a perception check.
Oh man, that's not good. That's a 9.
9.
I don't want to take a deep breath.
Take a
Then I
deep-
never.
You take a deep breath, trying to see if you can determine what the smell is. It smells like shit, really.
He didn't throw up.
Great.
No, he whatever hit the eggs and whatnot that he ate earlier.
I have nothing left on my
it's
stomach.
all
Dry
just
eating.
bile and whatnot. But it doesn't take you long. The passageways don't cut off anymore, so even though there are a few turns, it's pretty much a straight shot. You turn the corner and you see what looks to be literally a light at the end of this tunnel. So you approach, I imagine. As you get closer, like I said, that sound becomes louder and louder. Not deafening, but it is noticeably louder. And you do kind of smell the brininess of the ocean.
Yeah.
And as you get closer, you can see that there is it's about the size of you guys. This is a small tunnel, but you guys can, except for Sentinel. Sentinel's kind of having to slouch a little bit. And Door's having no problem. How tall are you, Klaus? I forgot.
6'3".
6'3", and you're
Pretty
7
tall
foot.
boy.
You're 7 feet.
7 foot tall.
Excuse me. Klaus can barely stand up for the most part, but this grate that you guys come upon, it's about 6 feet wide or so, and about the same height. So it's just a circular grate.
Does it have like a door or a hinge or something?
Go make an investigation check.
3, 4.
4. I mean, doesn't look super special, but it doesn't take a genius to realize that there's a lock on it.
Good.
It's a chain with a little padlock on it.
Is it currently locked?
It is currently locked.
Oh no. So we couldn't open it unless we bashed it open.
I mean, you could surely try.
Sentinel, want to give me a hand?
I might be able to break the lock.
Before that, you're in front, so you go and make an investigation check.
Okay.
That's a 12.
12? That's not too bad. It is a locked grate. It does seem to be actually locked from the inside, which is kind of strange. The chain kind of goes around, but the lock is on the front. It doesn't look to be broken in any way, the lock nor the chain. But you do see a rope, pretty normal hempen rope tied up to the grate. And you can't really see from where you're at. Maybe if you tried to squeeze your head through, but it seems like it's tied up to one of the parts of the grate, and it's floating off. It's holding something you can't currently see.
Like it's floating off the ground?
No. Sorry, the rope is
Just kind of
attached to something.
Yeah,
but whatever
it's
it
off
is attached
that,
to is
off
floating.
screen.
Off.
I can't
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
Can I just like try to push the thing over? The
Push
whole
the
grate?
grate?
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
I mean, for some reason, I don't think it's actually attached. Oh, that's a bad strength check. That's a 2.
2. You put your hand up on it and you attempt to push. I mean, it's not budging.
All right, fair enough.
So is the rope on our side or the opposite side?
I mean, it's on the other side.
On
It's
the
not.
outside.
It's not going down back the sewer. It's going off into the water.
I'm gonna cut the rope.
You're gonna cut the rope.
That's tied to it.
Why not?
All right, Klaus, if you wish. I'm gonna try to like squeeze past him. Like, go ahead, Klaus.
So the rope is on the opposite side, and whatever it's attached to is around the corner. We can't
Mhm.
see it.
You can't see it. It's attached to something though.
Okay. As I do that,
I
or
wanna make sure in
after I
back
cut the
of
rope, I'll like sprint the other direction.
How are you gonna squeeze past us?
Could you just
we-
explain to me really quick what you're trying to do?
I just cut the rope. Make sure that nothing hits me after I cut the rope. Can I check for traps? Is this a trap?
Make an investigation check, I guess.
Oof.
It's not like okay.
6.
It's not like a rope that's like. It doesn't look like a trapped rope. It looks like the rope is just tying something to the grate, like holding something there.
Yeah,
It doesn't look dangerous though.
Okay.
But I mean, you still want to cut the
Yeah,
rope.
maybe we should just leave the rope
No.
alone.
No, I don't want you to cut the rope.
You haven't tried. Do you want to try and break the grate down?
I would like to try to break the lock.
Okay. Break the lock. Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Before you attempt to do that, he wanted to break the lock. So go ahead and make a attack roll, I guess.
Break that lock, biggin.
Natural 20.
Okay.
This,
I broke
this
the
lock stands no chance against me.
Threat level minimal. Are you just? What are you breaking with?
My fist.
Your fist. Okay, so you don't have you have your shield still, but you have your fist. You just you grab the lock, and like it's nothing to you. Just like you hear a crunching sound, and it just rips off the fucking chain, and the chain just falls.
Well, that was simple. That was a malicious crash.
That was. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, the lock is broken.
Pro gaming?
The lock is broken.
Yay.
So can I just push the grate open?
Yeah. You it takes a minute to kind of
Rusted.
give it a little shove, but it creak, and then you can open a little more easily.
This,
We may now be on our way, friends.
this grating is quite rusted shut for something that was just recently used. Strange.
So what are you doing? What do you wish to do?
I guess we should follow the rope.
I'm not in front anymore. I'm gonna follow where they go.
Well, the rope, you can see that the rope is currently attached to what looks to be about a foot-long wooden box,
Is there
just floating.
solid ground outside the pipe, or is it just
No.
straight into the ocean?
It's just into the water.
How high
so.
is the box?
It's not. It's just like a little 6 foot. It's about 6 feet long. Not very
Floating in the
wide.
water?
Just floating in the water.
So we'll,
How far does the drop down into the water?
yeah, are we
Couple
waiting?
feet.
Are we waiting in water right now?
No,
No,
it seems
it's
to be like a
below us.
runoff pipe, pretty much.
Okay.
But the water is like.
It's
drained.
about a foot or two drop into the actual ocean.
Is the water going really fast?
No, I mean it's just some waves kind of.
Who here is a good swimmer?
So did you say the box was like
It's
floating in the ocean right now?
yeah, but it's attached to the rope that was on the grate.
Can I try to pull the box up to me?
Yeah. Simple enough.
That's an option.
You just grab the rope and pull it towards you.
I'll try to grab the box and pull
Okay.
it towards us. I guess while he's doing that.
Wait, that's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
I thought
Yeah,
he was just
I'm
pulling.
pulling the
Oh,
box
well,
up.
I didn't know we could reach the rope. I thought you were like pulling it.
No,
from
the
the levees.
the rope is attached to the grate.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming like we're standing in this like pipe
Mhm.
and the water's
like a
below
wall-
us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really
And then
large
box.
runoff pipe. There's a very slow trickle right now coming from below y'all's feet into the ocean.
That's all shit.
It's pretty much just like a sewer,
Man,
just like a sewage
and
line.
during high tide, this could possibly flood the city. They need to redesign this.
Okay, so you're just gonna reel the box in?
Yeah.
Okay. Simple enough. You have now. It doesn't take too long to just pull it up. You grab this box. Imagine it looking kind of like. Never mind. That's a bad example.
How big is the box?
Like I said,
6
looking at it now that's in your hand, it's about did I say 6 feet?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I might say about 12 inches, so about a foot long. Sorry about that.
Okay.
It's about 1 foot.
I thought it was a body, dude.
Yeah, I thought it was like a casket.
Sorry, that was my
I was
fault.
like, well,
Sorry,
someone's up
it's,
there. We should
it's
probably
small.
save her.
It's very small. Sorry, that was my fault. It's about 12 inches long.
Could be a gnome.
Careful.
Looking at the dimensions, it's about 6 inches wide and 6 inches deep.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Follow.
Very small box.
Can we break it open?
Oh well.
Is it secured by anything?
Do you have it right now?
I guess I haven't.
Well, you don't have to break it open. It looks like it just opens.
Oh,
Maybe
Wait, can I
someone
check
else
traps?
should open it.
can't check traps.
Sure. Investigation.
Ooh, not yet. There's no traps on that.
What do you roll?
Oh,
I can see.
can I
Just looking at
use
it.
my Eldritch Sight to see if there's anything any kind of magical aura?
Is that pretty much just like detect magic?
Yes, just a free detect magic spell.
Yeah. You just use it. You notice that there is a magical aura on this box.
Can I do a knowledge arcana to see what kind it is?
Yeah, sure.
Yup. Hold on.
Like
Nope,
that.
I don't have proficiency in that, unfortunately.
I like that power noise.
Nope. All right, that's a big 4, my good buddy.
4. Although you are somewhat inclined towards the magical arts and the arcane, looking at this, it's like it's foggy to you. You can't really determine at this time what kind of magic it is.
Be careful with that box. There's something magical inside.
I'm not opening it.
To clarify, it seems like the box itself is magical.
Oh. Strike that. The box itself is magical.
I mean, it opens.
What's
You
inside?
have to open it.
Yeah, what's inside?
So you open the box.
You're just
Yeah,
go ahead doing
Ryan's
it.
gonna-
You
He's just doing it. All
You
right.
open the box, and there is
What's in the box?
a small piece of a parchment.
Does that have a magical aura about it?
No.
Is that your
What languages do you read, or what languages do you speak?
You might want to pass that one my way, good buddy.
Let's see. Common, Elvish, and Giant.
This language doesn't seem familiar to you. You can't read it.
And oh wait, that's it.
I can definitely read that, my friend, with my special eyes.
I'll know more soon.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I have eyes of the runekeeper, so I can. Yeah, I can read whatever. Doesn't necessarily mean I can make sense of it, but I can read it.
Well, it's pretty simple. It is what you read. There seems to be 3 simple words written on this piece of parchment. One of them says boat, the other says ship, and the other says box. And it is written in. Do you recognize the language whenever you use it?
Okay, typically no, but if it's, I can. The languages I speak are Common, Infernal, and Celestial.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check to see if you can recognize this language.
Well, I can just cast Comprehend Languages if I need to.
Well, that's understand, but just to see if you
know it offhand. I follow.
like you can comprehend it and whatnot, but it doesn't mean you can tell what the language is.
True. What did you say this was?
And just intelligence, I guess.
10.
10. That's simple enough, I guess. You recognize this language as Goblin. It is written in Goblin.
So specifically Goblin, not Undercommon?
Nope, Goblin.
Well, I would take a guess that this is related to the Bugbears somehow. I'm
And
not sure
with
how.
that roll, I would say that bugbears are not intelligent creatures. If they do,
Probably can't write.
If they do write anything, it's probably simple words and very chicken scratch. This handwriting is actually quite I'm not gonna say elegant, but it's clean. It doesn't look like any sort of
It's
bugbear
not like
wrote
scribbled
this.
on there.
Mhm.
So what were the words again?
Boat, ship, and box.
Ship,
Mhm.
boat, ship, and box.
Are you saying any of these words out loud?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Which one?
That's what it says. It's like a.
What if maybe
shopping
there's
list.
a box around here?
Well, we have the box.
Wait.
Maybe the box is a
Maybe
boat.
we
So
need
just to
find the boat.
clarify, did you say the words boat, ship, box?
Oh
out
no.
loud?
The box is a boat.
Oh, we're all dead. I did say it out loud.
Okay, well, as soon as you say the word boat in Goblin. Wait, no, you didn't say in Goblin. Never mind.
Okay, good. Whew. Well,
You can try if you wish.
I don't think I can speak it, bro. Like, how am I supposed to make sense of these
Maybe
words?
you can. If you do comprehend languages, right?
Let me.
Oh, no, you can
I'm not sure if that's how comprehend
Understand
languages
it. You can't
works.
speak it. Never mind.
What else is in the room? Or is it just
Yeah,
this?
so is there a way to get
Doors?
up to this pipe other than the rope?
No, I mean, unless someone were to maybe, if someone was is dexterous enough, they could possibly hang from, because there's about a 1 to 2 foot drop into the water, and I mean where you guys are at, it wouldn't be super deep, maybe a couple feet, but looking up, if you just stick your head out, it's about another couple feet up to what looks like the port area. And if you look out to the right and left, you can kind of see some docks in the distance, so you're pretty close to the port.
Okay, so I obviously failed on knowing what type of aura of magic this is.
Mm-hmm.
Would you allow me to, even though I don't know the aura, see if I know? Because I'm trying not to use out of character knowledge. It's obvious that this paper has something to do with this box, though.
Yeah.
And the box is magical.
Mm-hmm.
think we should take this to somebody that has a little more knowledge about magic than I do.
Wait, didn't I say the box was a boat like before all this happened? Then?
What do you mean?
But we didn't say it in Goblin.
Oh, the
Okay.
words were written in Goblin.
Yeah. If I had to take a guess,
Could I?
if you
So
read
the
this
box
in
is a boat?
Goblin, the box is a boat. I think.
Yeah.
I can't prove it. We should take this back to
What was
Maybe
the?
you just
what's his
speak it
name?
in the
What?
language that it's written on.
That's my summation, but I'm not 100% sure.
We could try it.
I can't speak Goblin unless you can. It's simple. Well, we found what we're looking for here. We should probably take it back, report back. Also, what's his name? Grom? Thogan.
Mhm.
We should also inform Thogan of these. We should also inform Thogan of these rats in the sewer.
Would I have come across any goblins in my travels over to the city?
Make a history check.
Natural 20.
You might have encountered a couple of them.
If I would have encountered them, would I have acquired any notes of theirs, possibly?
Probably not. They don't usually keep
Okay.
written records, so to speak.
We could try though.
Just checking.
Well, I think we found the evidence that we need.
So we're just gonna head back to the city.
I think this was their means of escape as well. So let's definitely take it and take it to Thogan. Anybody else have any other ideas?
Would I know where this pipe is at? Like
What do you mean?
if I look outside, would I be able to tell where the pipe was at if we came back to the
In
port?
relation to the city?
Yeah.
It's simple enough. Like I said, you look to the left. Say if you look to the right, the wall continues for quite a bit, but looking to the left, it's not too far. Maybe about 100 feet or so, and you can see some docks and whatnot. So I like to be the main port area.
Is it part of a wall? Just out of curiosity, or is it like part of like a natural cliffside?
I would say where you guys are at, it would probably be more natural rock,
So
just
it's
like
coming out of
hard
the
and
cliffside?
stone.
I was just curious.
And then as it gets closer to where people would be walking at, you can see where they've done some, I don't know, brickwork or whatever, like
Yeah, just
cobblestone, you know.
Sure. All right. Well,
Is there any sign of bugbears inside of this?
in the box.
Inside of this area.
Oh, we have the tracks. They just seem to end at the pipe, right?
I mean, it kind of fell off for a little bit. It looks to clarify the tracks that you guys found. It doesn't look like any of the tracks went towards where you guys are
It
headed.
came from.
Yeah, it came from. Yes.
Yeah. So they were probably going to come back once they were done scouting, if I were to guess. And there's none on the cliffside, right outside the pipe, like they climbed in or anything like that.
Doesn't
Okay.
look like it.
Cool.
We just go back to Thogan.
Yeah. If everybody else is okay with that,
It's fine with me.
the sooner we get out of this sewer, the better.
Yes, the smell is very foul.
Quite.
So you guys head back.
I suppose we're gonna have to walk back. There's
Well-
probably no way to climb out of the pipe.
You could try. You should surely try.
Is there no like doors or anything in here?
I'm gonna
Just
try.
this-
I'm gonna go through the pipe.
You want to go like up, basically.
Try to-
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
Wait, how deep is the water?
You
We
know,
don't
from
know.
where you're standing, you can't really tell.
Can I-
20.
Can I drop?
20.
Can I drop a ball bearing?
Sure,
I mean, it's
sure.
How long
I
until
mean, it just floats.
the ball bearing floats?
Yeah,
It's just a small piece of metal. It just kind of floats.
They're pretty heavy though.
A ball bearing isn't very big, sir.
they're very mass intensive though.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
very-
sure.
yeah,
Well,
they're-
if that's the case, if you just drop it in the water, just you can't really see
Yeah,
it.
we can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
but can I hear when it hits the bottom?
No.
Can you cast?
What?
Can you cast light on it, Karen?
Wait, why? Can
It's
I
an
try?
ocean.
Can I try?
Have
It's an ocean. Ocean waves hitting like this wall. Like it's. Have you been to the ocean, sir?
Oh, I thought we were in like a pipe, and this like edge was leading out towards the city. Sorry.
What?
I'm very confused, sir.
Sorry.
I am confused too.
I just thought the city was this way. I'm sorry.
No, we're looking at the ocean.
You're looking
Yeah.
at the ocean right
Yeah, I
now.
missed that
It's like a runoff.
I missed
pipe.
that detail. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
kind of like a cavernous area, right? Like it's kind of cavey looking.
It's like a
like
giant pipe, pretty
woodwork
much.
stuff.
It's like a giant stone pipe you guys are in. So if you want to like get it more visualized,
Like, could we wade in the ocean back to the shore?
you could try.
Do we know how deep the water is?
Not really by
No.
looking at it.
Can you cast light on one of his ball bearings and drop it down there and see if we can see the light? So we know it's like.
It's an ocean, guys.
Right.
I don't mean to be negative.
You rolled a 20.
Well,
Yeah,
try
I'm
and climb
climbing.
back up. That's okay. So that's not a natural 20, is it though?
No.
Oh, with a 20, it's simple enough. You kind of kind of position yourself with your back to the ocean. You reach up and kind of grab the cusp of this pipe, and really quickly just pull yourself up, and then do find a couple hand holds, and then you grab the ledge and pull yourself up, and now you're on ground.
Parkour.
Is it? I guess I'll lean up and be like, can you reach down and help the rest of us out?
Is there a way out up there?
Is he just like on ground now?
Yeah. So
There's,
he
like,
could
in
be
the
looking
city,
down
right?
at you guys if you poked your head out.
I don't think I can climb as well. Can you give me a?
I can try, but I'm not very strong.
Sentinel, we could
You're a
Tie-
strong dwarf. I believe
we
you.
could tie this rope to a nearby structure and then use it so we could climb the rope up there. Because we're probably too heavy.
I don't know if Sentinel.
I don't know
Could
if a
climb
rope would
the-
hold me.
Well, no, he means you climb up and then tie it off. But I don't know if Sentinel.
like because it's going across, so we could like tie the rope onto something and then like climb up the rope. You know what I'm saying?
But Sentinel has to climb up there first to do that.
No,
No, the other side of the rope is on the ground.
door's already
I
up
mean,
there.
yeah, Door can tie
Yeah.
something off if that's what you want to do.
But the rope
Would
is
a-
going over the
Would
pipe.
a rope hold my weight?
What is?
I mean,
going
you're pretty
over the pipe?
strong. You probably wouldn't need a rope to climb
Yeah.
up there.
But, I think there's a big misunderstanding on how this pipe is. Like the pipe ends, and then there's just ocean. Like
Like, do you need me to describe it more?
So I thought when we came in the room,
It's not a room.
it's
a
not a
pipe.
room.
We're
It's
in a
just
pipe.
the end of the pipe.
but we busted out the pipe.
No, we busted out the grating to let out to the ocean,
So okay,
So where was the box at?
floating
It was
in the
floating
ocean.
in the
Yeah,
ocean.
It's floating in the ocean. Oh, so it dropped.
okay, yeah, I
Okay.
thought, I thought it was like a sewer line
I mean,
with
if
the box here,
I could
and then
just-
it went out this way. But yeah,
Jump into the ocean, and if I hit the bottom, I could just wade to the shore.
Do you not?
I
If
don't,
you don't,
I don't have to breathe.
that's
You won't.
yeah, he's got it easy. He
You
can
won't
just
rest.
walk.
You won't rest.
No.
Wouldn't it be easier for us to walk back?
Yeah, can we just walk back?
I'm fine with walking back, but we could come up with innovative solutions to not have to
Pussies,
walk
it's not
back.
that hard.
So you're not gonna
Just
attempt to
climb up the fucking pipe.
Okay.
I can attempt to climb up.
We'll make an athletics
Okay,
check.
yeah, just go ahead. We already got one person up there. Let's just climb up, guys. I'm sure I'm probably the only one that's gonna need assistance.
That is a 16.
16.
No. Look,
17.
either climb up or walk back and like
It takes
ankle
you.
shit.
It takes you a little bit longer than Door. For a dwarf, Door was quite dexterous, but I mean you're very strong, so you can easily lift yourself up out of there.
Well, that was no problem.
all right. Can he offer me a hand?
Yeah, can I help pull?
Well, you make a strength
Wait,
check.
And then I'm
How
gonna.
much do you weigh?
Here you go. And I'll cast Mage Hand, and I'll kind of like. Mage hand
150
his
pounds.
butt
I'm
up.
pretty skinny.
I could probably.
It's not
just-
going to do much, but you can.
I
Yeah.
could just toss you.
It's only like up to 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if
I
you can
guess
toss
you're
me
down.
straight up.
I could just toss
Okay,
you.
so
I'll,
you're-
I'll lift
maybe.
you up the sentinel.
So
I'll catch you.
you roll. Yeah, you roll strength with advantage.
He'll
'cause-
lift me up
I'm
if
gonna-
he'll if
yeah,
he'll if
yeah,
he'll
I'm
catch
just,
me.
I'll lift him up.
You
and
got
I'll throw him
this.
and he'll catch him.
Yeah, help the small boy.
So you make a strength check too.
that's
Do I get like triple advantage to get up there?
No, he's rolling with advantage.
Do I
'cause-
get advantage because he was
That's
only
true.
150 pounds?
that's
No.
20. That's 22.
Wait. Okay. Well, I can.
Never mind.
I can
Roll with
push-
advantage,
I quit.
and you make an acrobatics. No, you make an athletics check.
Sure.
Oh no! Even with y'all's help, I don't think this is gonna go well.
18.
I got a 5. Well, no, sorry, that's an 8.
Klaus kind of grabs you by the waist, and he gives you a little toss up, and you reach Sentinel, who does grab you, but it's very awkward for you. Like as you got thrown up, you kind of like you couldn't really hold yourself steady, so he kind of like grabs you by one leg and one arm, and just kind of like takes you.
It's kind of ragdoll.
We'll have to work on that.
That was a good catch.
Yeah, that's a good catch.
I can't even talk.
Okay. Well, you now have Karen in your grasp.
Only up.
Would you like me to put you down, Karen?
No, pull me up first and then put me down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull him up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lay him down gently on the ground.
Klaus,
Okay, well, I'll just
Thank
go
you.
where Sentinel went and climb up as well.
athletics.
Use my mage hand on your butt.
Wow, thanks. 14.
Nice.
14. Go ahead and roll
Give
with
it a little
advantage.
pat.
Because he's trying to use his mage hand as much as he can.
14.
It takes you even longer than Sentinel, but you do manage to pull yourself up, and you're breathing hard when you get back up
You're
there.
supposed to be a rogue. Why are you not able
I'm
to?
very happy.
Because you carry all those damn weapons.
Now you all
Did my
have,
mage hand on your bum distract you?
A little bit.
you managed to
I
all
apologize.
climb yourselves up onto solid ground. You are no longer in the dank sewer, although you do kind of still stink a little bit.
Yeah, we need
Not
a
enough
bath.
to where the general population would be noticed, but if someone were to get close to you long enough, they would smell some shit, actually.
And also, I rolled an 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Well, after needlessly complicating that, let's make our way back to Thokin with the box. Please tell me
Maybe
somebody
we
has the
should
box.
Showers first.
At least we know everyone here
Does
thinks
somebody
outside.
grab the box?
Please tell me somebody grabbed the box.
I mean,
I
Go
thought
outside the box.
I opened it. I thought you were holding it.
I never specified that I grabbed the box, but I feel like I wouldn't have just left it there.
Who's going back down there to
Okay.
grab the box?
For-
You pulled it down from the
for
rope.
the
and you're
sake-
holding it, and
hey.
I opened it.
Hey, for the sake of the game, we'll say that Klaus was still holding on to the box. I won't make you guys go back down there and get it.
Thank you.
So,
Are you sure? I'll jump down. The fucking box.
Karen has the small piece of parchment, and then
Could just-
Klaus has the
You
box.
just mage hand to grab it.
And that would also be quite a lot easier
Yeah.
because it does not weigh much. It's
Yeah,
only about
yeah,
6
it
pounds.
Yeah. It
Well,
didn't
then
seem
we'll
like
say
it
that's
was
what I
very
do.
big.
While I got my mage hand up, I'll just fucking.
Pull it up.
Well, like I said, Klaus already had it. So, but anyways,
Fine.
anyways,
I'm still gonna break the game.
so what are you guys doing?
We're just going back to Thogan.
Head back to Logan. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're quite familiar with the city, so I guess you will be leading
I
the
will
charge.
follow Sentinel.
Okay.
Should
You all
we,
should follow Sentinel.
Should we wash up before we go back to?
That's what I was saying.
No, we just go back. It'll be okay.
No, he just go. It'll be fine.
I do not think he will mind.
Proof that we've been working hard.
Well, I'm going to go shower. I'll meet you there.
Guess we'll-
I'm gonna go check, see if the bird came back.
I guess it's just me and you, Sentinel.
Fine by me.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Let's see. You guys met around 11 or so. It's probably it didn't take too long. I'd say it's about 1 o'clock.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can just head to the barracks or whatever.
All right.
And what are you two doing?
Going to see if the bird came back with a note.
I'm
Okay.
going to go wash this shit off of me.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'll-
early.
Yeah, I'll do that as well. While I'm waiting
Alright.
for the note if it's not there.
we'll go and do you two first. We'll say you both go back to the inn. You just go out of your room, whatever. You go to your room, and then you go to your room, and you're checking for the bird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the bird has not returned yet. It's only been a couple hours, really, or it's been about one night in a couple hours, so there's really no telling how long it possibly is traveling or whatever. But it hasn't returned yet. Anyways, you guys are doing your thing, and Karen and Sentinel are just heading towards the barracks. So both of you go ahead and roll a perception check, or one of you roll with advantage.
Go ahead and roll. My perception's awful.
That would be 14.
14? Okay. Okay. So, as the group splits off, you two head back to the inn to wash up and do whatever. You two are beginning to head back to the barracks, and you're next to the trade market right now. Or you're kind of on the outside. There seems to be a man. I take that back. There seems to be a woman, a little older. Let me recon that. I think it'd be more appropriate. It will be a from a distance. It seems to be a older dwarven male, and he seems to have a small shop set up, a stall set up outside of the trade market. and it looks for with that roll from this distance, you can see a bunch of like vials on his little stand, and you can't really make out from what it is from where you're at. But
Is he like trying to bring people in?
it seems like if someone walks by, he's saying something, but you can't really hear him.
Do I recognize this door?
Make a wisdom check.
18.
He doesn't look familiar to you.
Odd.
Yeah,
We want to approach him.
I'm willing to just walk past and see if he tries to stop us.
Okay, I guess we'll just walk up to the stall.
All right. You walk up to it, and he sees you two approach and says, "Oh, to you two, could I interest you in some of my products?"
I do not believe I recognize you, sir.
Oh, I'm just traveling through this city. I'm hoping to make some money off my super well-made health potions here. And he motions to his stall, and it seems to be like it's really hard to count in the moment, but it seems to be quite a few like these reddish potions.
I don't mean to be untrustworthy, but can I roll an insight check on that well-made health potion
Sure.
bit right there?
Go ahead.
Because I call bullshit on that. That's a 17.
17.
18, sorry.
I
Keep forgetting that.
He seems to be really trying to sell these potions.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Well, I'm gonna respond to him. I hope you the best on your sales, but I have all the healing I need through my patron. Thank you very much.
Your patron? Oh, but your patron doesn't have delicious cocktails of health like these. He holds it up and he like kind of just like he's really trying to. He's very flamboyant with these potions.
What are they flavored like?
Flavored? Have you ever had a potion of health, my friend?
Can't say that I have.
An elixir of vitality?
No, I have not.
Oh well, they have a very pungent taste. It actually tastes quite delicious, and I'll sell this one to you for 3 silver. I have plenty more where this came from. Please don't buy them all at once.
May I take a sample of?
Sure.
Samples?
What? He hesitates for a second. How about 2 silver and you can have the whole potion?
Yeah, I want to make sure it works.
Okay.
I do not believe I trust you, friend.
And he like looks hurt for a moment. It's like,
I'm gonna look him down. Or what's he look like?
getting closer, he seems to be, like I said, he's an older dwarvish male. He has this strange hat on, unlike a hat you've ever seen. It's kind of just like, imagine like, how do I explain this? It doesn't seem to fit his head all well. It's very tight, and it just kind of like goes up to a point. It doesn't fold back or anything. It's just a point, almost like I don't know, like an old like pixie-ish hat or something. His clothes look they look old and not unkempt, maybe a little worn, but it seems that he does what he can. He does what he can to make them look as nice as possible.
Is he like frail?
No, not particularly. He's just older.
Meaty?
Yeah, he's a dwarf. You know, he's not like frail and old. He seems like he could hold his
He's a
own.
healthy old dwarf.
Yeah.
Thanks to those potions.
Yeah.
May I ask your name?
My name? Oh, my name is Krumdeer.
I'm gonna Kroomdeer?
Krumdeer.
I'm gonna reach my hand out to shake his hand,
Ah.
and as he approaches my hand, small, old, not really frail. Could be a shady salesman.
And when you say that, he just
Threat level minimal.
hell. In your name?
My name is Sentinel.
Sentinel. And to clarify, do potions of healing work on Warforged?
Mhm.
Healing
Yeah.
works the same, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, you might. You seem to be the athletic fighting type. Perhaps these potions could prove useful to you in the future.
Like I said, I would like to try it and see if it works.
2 silver. It's all yours.
I don't want to buy it if it's not going to heal me.
Let me.
Trust me.
Can I make a deal with you, my friend?
Sure thing.
How many do you have?
As much as I need.
That does not answer my question. How many do you have?
How many do you want?
How much will you sell them all in bulk?
And he his eyes light up. Oh, sell them all in bulk. And he once he looks under, there's a curtain. He's you hear clinking, ching, 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 ching. He smacks his lips. 30 gold for all of them.
For all of them? How much is all of them?
Okay, I get what you're trying to do. So, for the sake, he thinks for a moment. He has a little piece of paper. So let me look at my inventory here. That'll be 100 potions of healing.
Very well.
If one of them heals me up, I will buy all.
Well, that'll be 30 gold. But your friend here already made the offer.
Yes, I part of my deal is this. I'm gonna reach inside my little scroll pack I have and pull out a decent sized stack of the cards I have, which I don't have an infinite amount. So unless I write more, I have to write more up probably. Pull out about 20 of them.
Okay.
Because they're tiny little cards. If you'll do me a favor, I'll be more than happy to buy your whole stock. If you will. Once you do restock and go back to selling, if you will pass out these cards to some choice customers, then I'll be more than happy to buy your entire stock.
Okay. And he looks at the cards, and I assume it's your little patron cards.
Yes, they all have the name of my patron written on them.
So
In Celestial.
So
I don't know if you can read
I don't really know what this says, but sure, why not?
Okay. I'll buy all of them.
Okay. So you give him 30 gold?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So he takes it and he counts it all out, nibbles on all of them just to make sure, puts them in his pouch, and he says, "Okay, well, give me just a second." He reaches back under
Swear to
there.
God, if he disappears,
He pulls out two of these say more than two. He pulls out about 4 of these what we would consider milk crates, and he starts just double fisting all these potions into them. Chink,
do you have a
chink.
more convenient way to carry these?
Sorry, sir. This is all I have. Didn't expect to sell out so
Fair
quick. I mean, you now have 100 potions of healing. Or so what it seems like potions of healing.
I wanted to test it out because I don't trust that they're potions of healing.
Should have tried to persuade him.
I trust it.
I was trying to. I was expecting PJ to tell me to make a check.
With the dice.
Do you want mine?
Okay, there. Sorry, I had to find a working pencil. It is a pleasure doing business to you. Now, please spread those cards to as many people as you can. I'd much appreciate it.
I sure will, buddy. And he
I want to laugh so hard if we walk through.
He starts to hastily leave. He doesn't even care to take down his
packing up
cart
for
yet.
the day. Yeah.
He moves on, and he looks behind his shoulder and starts walking really fast.
I feel like you may have just gotten swindled, friend.
So.
And lost all of your nifty looking cards.
Well, if he is desperate enough to swindle me out of my gold, he must desperately probably need to.
Can I?
Need some Jesus.
May I try one of those potions?
If you're feeling froggy, my friend.
I'm gonna take one of those potions and drink it.
Okay.
That's what we're forged.
What do you mean?
He said if you were feeling froggy.
Oh, yeah. I'm not amphibious.
I mean, you can walk in water, so I don't know.
I can
you don't have to breathe
underwater.
I would consider that amphibious.
Do Warforges taste things?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I can smell or taste.
land
It's not
and
very
water.
clear on that. It just says I don't need to drink, eat, or breathe.
Well, you drink the potion of healing. Potion of healing.
Does it do anything? I'm at 17 health.
Oh, I mean, you drink it and it doesn't seem to do anything.
You don't feel anything?
I
What's
still
it taste
feel.
like?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do
if
you
I
feel hurt in any way?
I do not, but I don't feel any better.
All right, I'll try. I'll drink one of them.
Yeah, you drink a potion of
Just to
healing.
know what I bought.
It tastes like cherry water.
Wonderful. So
They
I have
shot some
100 crates of
refreshments.
cherry water here.
God damn it!
So here's what we're gonna do.
I knew it. I knew it.
Is there an orphanarium in this town?
He's gonna turn it
Wholesome.
to.
Wholesome, I see where you're going.
Would turn it into a better
No,
situation.
no, I wouldn't say there's an orphanage. But I mean, if you were to wander the streets, I mean, it'd be pretty easy to encounter various children playing and whatnot.
Is it a hot day outside?
I mean, the sun is high in the sky at the moment. It's early afternoon, or I'd say late afternoon, so it's probably about 1-2 o'clock right now.
What's the temperature like?
It's pretty warm. Yeah, it's hot.
I know what I want to do.
Do you feel temperature?
I don't know.
I
No,
would.
he doesn't.
So I have 98 of them now, I suppose. I would like to take over the stall that this man was at.
Okay.
Put all the stock behind it. Carve in my patron's name on the stall. And does anybody have Sentinel? Do you have any paper on you? You're a detective of sorts. You carry around parchment to.
I don't
write
think
on?
I have paper, but I can check.
Well, I guess I can use one of my blank scrolls. Do I have a way to write though? Question.
Could have used the back of one of your cards.
They're gone then.
No. Damn. Unfortunately, I do not have a way to write.
Just hand out.
Sentinel, can you do me a favor and guard this cherry water for a moment?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna quickly go to the market district that's right nearby.
I have 50 feet of hemp and rope if you need that.
That might come in handy later. I just need to quickly find somebody that could be selling some kind of writing utensil.
And I have a backpack, so we can put the potions in the potions in the backpack if we need to.
I doubt it can hold all of them.
Make a perception check.
Okay, sure.
And will we be done showering by now?
That was a little cocked. P13.
We about finishing up, I'd say 13.
Oh well, sorry, perception. I keep forgetting myself. 16.
16. Okay. So in the trade market, now that you've entered and you're kind of getting closer, you see this is quite a large establishment, so to speak. There are multiple stalls similar to the one that your buddy Kroomdeer was just at, on a much larger scale. Lots of tents set up with various, lots of seafood.
Nice.
And there are other people, seems maybe merchants from overseas or maybe out of town selling
even a
these.
piece of charcoal. Dude.
But yeah, I mean, it's simple enough to see. You see a tent with various knickknacks, I would say, along with a few like quills and stuff. What we would call a pencil seems to be like a very like primitive utensil, kind of what you just said, kind of like a
Piece of graphite or
something like
charcoal.
that. Like we said, a piece of charcoal that's been shaved down, be able to write like markings and stuff, whatnot.
Yeah, I'll approach the person and hello, may I purchase one of those writing utensils you have there?
Oh, of course, dear. And it's like an older lady, and she says, "This will be." And she like holds it up to you. Quite cute yourself. So let's say just a couple copper.
Thank you.
These are
Appreciate
pretty
that.
cheap to make.
Well, I'll give her a couple copper for it.
Now it's yours.
How old?
Well, actually, I'll just give her a piece of silver and just tell her to keep the change.
Oh, dearie me.
How old do you look, by the way?
Oh, I'm a pretty young tiefling.
Okay.
I'm like a young adult. Like I'm a little past 26.
Oh, okay.
Pretty young.
Yeah.
Oh, there you have
About
your
to be in
little
my 30s.
writing utensil is yours.
Okay, and I'll go on back. Sentinel, everything okay? Nobody try to take our healing potions of healing?
You mean our cherry waters?
Yes, that was a joke, Sentinel. Thank you. And I will take I guess I'll take the cards. So, is there like a little spot on the thing I could like lean the card against? Like, because the way the thing is built, because I don't have a way to staple it or anything like that. Oh, I have a dagger. So I will.
Pittons, I believe.
Just do you?
I
That'll
do.
work. So yeah, I'll write down on the card, which are not small, but they're big enough to be legible. I'll write down cherry water, for free, refreshing, whatever. Bonk, stick it on there. Sentinel, if you wish to go speak to Thogan about whereabouts, I think I will be busy here.
Okay. I guess we will just meet at the Sun-Kissed Sill.
You might have to wait for the other ones. I think our friend Klaus had the box.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So
After
we
all
can
this
wait.
is,
We can wait here until they arrive.
Yeah, I would have headed like towards the barracks. after I get out of the shower.
I'll be more than happy. I don't know if this is gonna work at all, but anybody that purchases my cherry water or takes my cherry water, I'll be more than happy to give out the last of the cards I have with them.
So,
And I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I
we'll
apologize.
do that real quick. And for the sake of brevity,
Can I do something while we're getting ready?
you go back to your room and do whatever. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna disguise myself as Jen. I'm gonna peek on Klaus over here to see if anything's up with him
When you say peeking on Klaus, like, what do you mean?
while he's changing.
Oh, so you're gonna try and like,
Oh yeah, I'm sure we can go back. Sure.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
yeah, we'll say that this happened while you guys were doing whatever.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I mean, you're going to like try and nudge his door open, so make a stealth check.
It was a natural one.
Okay, so Klaus, when you return to your room, you see that the bird is not gone, or bird is not returned. You're
Okay.
washing up, changing, doing whatever, but you hear like your door creak open.
We're gonna like dash over there and peek out.
Okay, well, you see the head of what looks to be an elven woman, or half elf. Sorry.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh, hi.
Do I see any water droplets or any other things on this woman?
What is that?
Make a
Water
perception check.
Is this like something he ran into on the way to us?
This is
I'm
what
not.
this is
I'm
what
not
they're
wearing my jacket this time, by the way.
This is what they're
I'm
doing.
not wearing my cloak.
24.
24. If you're looking for water droplets and stuff, she seems like she hasn't been in the ocean or showered lately or anything. No.
Not like her hair or anything.
No.
Okay. Oh, you took it back.
Are you fucking spying on him?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just it's the wrong room.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Klaus.
Yeah, I think we met once before. I'm just
I don't think so.
Oh,
You guys
maybe
would
not.
You guys haven't met. Jen would have met these two upon Karen's entry into the city.
I'm suspicious because of
Remember.
your cloak.
I don't have my cloak on right now, but I gotta make something else suspicious though. So, well, maybe I've just seen you around. I'm sorry. Have a good day. And just like walk off.
Okay.
And like, as I'm walking out, I'll grab my cloak.
You just head out of the inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I get outside, I'm gonna go back to the door.
And what do you do?
Yeah, I'll just head outside.
Wait. Did I see anything suspicious about him?
I don't know. Make a perception check, I guess, or investigation check, I guess.
Investigation?
Yeah, I guess so.
14.
14. I mean, it's just washing up and changing. Nothing really suspicious.
My hair was pretty wet.
But is the head where there should not be?
Is there like any place in your body that hair shouldn't grow?
Maybe some that's not thicker than other places. Is your back extra hairy? Wolfman?
Now, were you naked or anything?
You're lucky you weren't wet, you son of a bitch.
Were you naked or anything?
I mean, if I got out of the shower, yeah. But
So you would have walked up on her, this person naked?
yeah.
Damn right. He was ready to kill me, but I was
You
hot.
know where I'm from? Yeah, that's normal.
Are you sure you want to say that?
It's naked, yeah. I mean, it's. I still look the same as I do under the clothes. So
That's why I blushed so hard and I kept saying I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Fuck.
because I was, I had to just like, everything, not just the clothes.
So did I see anything?
Oh my
Besides the dick.
Besides his dick.
No.
I'm curious
Okay.
too, but I feel like we're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
You're lucky you weren't wet.
So anyways, for the sake of
Are you
brevity,
fucking gremlin?
You could have seen me grab my cloak when I went out the door. I also mentioned that I thought I'd seen you, or I thought we'd met.
about an hour or two passes. Karen doesn't take long for these free cherry waters to sell out, so
Yeah.
to speak. It's a hot day. All
That
the
feels good.
sailors coming in, children passing by. You're giving out extras if people want it. You're just trying to get rid of these. About an hour or two passes.
Opened up a lemonade stand.
With time,
A
you
free lemonade
hand
stand.
out the rest of
And
it.
I have Sentinel here greeting everybody as they come. It's very nice.
You hand out, just giving status reports on everyone he fucking doesn't know.
Yeah. You see any shady
Small
characters?
child.
So you hand out the rest of your patrons' cards. Eventually, you all meet up with Door and Klaus, who seems they've been kind of waiting on you guys. We all are now here at the barracks.
Hello, my friends. Any progress?
Karen got swindled.
Swindled?
I'm making it work.
To be fair, and if we're out of character, I should have picked up on your persuasion check earlier. That was my fault.
I was trying to. I wanted him to let me drink one of the potions.
Yeah, that was my fault.
It was worth it then.
Yeah, it took a turn I wasn't expecting.
Seemed to put a smile on this one's face, anyways. I
I'm very happy.
But yeah, you are in front of the barracks.
suppose you could say it healed his heart.
What do you wish to do?
Well, I say we
Please go
head
speak to
in
Logan.
and yes, share the information we have found.
Alrighty, and you still have the box and you still have the parchment, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, you make your way in.
I need to restock on.
Do you
We'll do
like-
that after.
Would you like some?
Oh, yes, please. Thank
I'll
you.
just hand you like 10 of them.
As much as you can.
You guys make your way in. You see that familiar desk. You can see the door that kind of leads to the back area. What you remember is kind of being the makeshift sort of infirmary, whatnot.
Is what's his name still there?
Jeremy?
Yeah.
You peek your head back there. You can see him. He's it's funny because you said you were gonna go check on him or check on him earlier, but you didn't.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he's walking
More
around
pressing
and whatnot.
matters,
He's
I
kind of he's shirtless.
water.
He has like just these long like pants on. You can see his torso has been wrapped up and whatnot,
Good.
but
Do
he's
I-
actually up and walking around.
Do I see him?
I don't
gonna-
elect to bother him.
I'm gonna run in there.
Okay.
Jeremy!
You
And
bash
give-
the door open.
Give him a hug.
The guard behind the fucking the chair, whatever, just like jumps and just like, oh, okay, whatever. You run and you go to hug Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pick him up and hug him.
Oh, Sentinel!
And-
Hey, buddy.
I was so worried, friend.
Can you please put me down?
I am sorry. And I'll.
Oh, he takes a deep breath.
How are you feeling?
Oh, better now that you're here. But yeah, I'm definitely doing better
Is,
from the other night. I was told about what happened. I vaguely remember seeing you guys run up before I lost consciousness, and I remember waking up here and they gave me the rundown. So I wouldn't be here with, or do any of you guys follow or just Sentinel?
I follow Sentinel.
Okay. Well,
I'm just kind of like peeking my head in the
Well,
door.
he sees you two and he says, I wouldn't be alive without you two. And I heard there were, I heard there
Noise.
were two others, but if you see them, give them my thanks. I would not be here without you two and the other two as well.
You are welcome. You can be sure to tell everyone. Sentinel, Slayer of Monsters, Protector of the Land,
You are,
Bugbear Killer,
you are
is the one who protected you.
you are more than welcome, my friend. Tell me, can I have permission to sign your bandages, please?
God damn
You
it.
say, sign my band? Sure,
Yes,
yeah.
It'll
sure, yeah.
it'll be a slight form of protective magic. It's if you entertain me, please.
Make a deception check.
That's true.
Is it true?
Like it's a blessing of sort, as if
Okay.
it's not
don't worry.
legit.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just, sure, that's...
Take the charcoal that I have from before.
Just do it.
on
Don't
the
just
outside.
watch out for my back.
Yeah,
Just-
I'll avoid the tender areas. I help stitch you up. I'm familiar with where they're at.
Didn't take you long to
Yeah,
scribble.
to scribble on them.
He signed my cast, bro. Doesn't take you long to do that.
No, I don't think so.
No, and he looks down. He's like, "That's pretty nifty. Thanks."
You're welcome. Hopefully that'll help speed along the process some.
Cool. They told me to take it easy for now, so I'm just resting for the next couple days.
That is wise.
Luckily, we have Robin here with her clerical magics. And you'd recognize that name. Pretty much exactly what I said.
Robin.
She's kind of like the healer, sort of the guards. Tries to do what she can.
I trust
Wasn't
Jeremy's
it wasn't the one
advanced.
that was there when we first showed up, right?
No,
I forgot him.
There was another human male named Dustin. there.
Dustin, that's it.
But Robin, that was the cloaked. You guys saw a cloaked figure enter and start to perform miracles. Apparently.
Well, legit miracles.
Yeah. Well, what are you guys up to?
Well, we're here to report back to Thogan. He tasked us with investigating how the Bugbears might have gotten into the town.
Well, I think he chose the right people for that. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind my asking, have you guys found any leads?
Well, we might have found the
We
way
found the
that
box.
they came in.
Oh, hey, who are you? Are you the one of the guys that saved me?
One of them, yes. And I'll just like walk into the door.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Door.
Door, I'm Jeremy.
Nice to meet you.
You say you guys found a box?
The last time I seen you were flat on the ground.
I was. Like I said, the last thing I remember is seeing you all approach me.
There's a little gin in that dwarf.
But
He's talking.
you gotta say you found a box?
Indeed, we did.
That's interesting. Yeah, okay. What was in the box?
Some kind of piece of
A
paper.
piece of paper.
That's what is it?
Something about the boat.
It's something magical. I'm
I
not
guess you're gonna go show Thogum.
Yes.
He might be more familiar with something like that.
Is
but-
he in?
Yeah, he's
You
up
know?
there.
Good.
I think he's been waiting on you guys. But I don't know. People told me to take it easy, so I would assume he has been waiting on you guys. When did he task you with all this?
Yes. Today?
Today? Oh, well, he's definitely still up there.
It was today. Yes.
Yeah, it would have been a couple hours
2
since you
hours
last
ago.
spoke to him.
Man, we're fast.
Who needs haste?
I guess we're gonna go ahead and head up to Thogan.
Yeah, well, thanks again, guys.
No,
I missed it.
I'm outside.
Good to see you're doing better.
I started looking for us. And where are they?
I'm just like waiting.
Well, he went in with you guys, but he didn't go
Gotcha.
to see Jeremy.
Yeah, I ain't
Okay.
going.
Sentinel, if you will, lead the way, please.
We'll just walk.
Well, it doesn't take you too long. You remember the path. You go up the stairs, go down the hallway. You pass what looked to be like the normal barracks for most of the soldiers, all the cots and whatnot lined up, and then you get to the end where it seems to be Thogum's door, which is shut now.
I just knock.
No, you knock. You go.
Does the 1d4 damage plus my strength.
Jesus
armor.
You come in.
I just come.
Come on. You all four enter the room.
Hello.
Oh, he says, "Oh, Sentinel, are you all back now?"
We are.
Oh,
First
great.
and foremost, in the market district, there is a shady dwarf named Kroomdeer who is selling fake health potions. I do believe we should keep him out of the city.
Well, where'd he run off to?
I have no idea.
And he just like looks down and says,
He was an older gentleman with a pixie-like hat.
He like
An
starts
older
writing
dwarf.
it down. Older gentleman, pixie like
I did mention that he was a dwarf.
Older
right?
dwarf.
older dwarf. Okay, I'll go have Dustin or someone look into it.
Claiming to be selling.
As
health
you all enter the
potions.
room, everyone make a perception check.
I'm staying outside.
You're not going in?
No,
Alright.
I'm just outside.
You
Okay.
gave us the box, though, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
give you the box.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Good call.
Hiya!
Okay.
5.
11.
8. Nope, that's
There
not one.
might
Never
be
mind.
gold
Fuck.
in here.
Okay.
I thought it was a 7.
That's a natural one. All right, no, scratch that. since
Oblivious.
it's, where's your fourth friend, Klaus?
He's outside.
Have him enter, please. I'd like to speak to all of you.
Close.
I would have probably like left.
Oh, what? He's just gone.
You said you were outside.
Now I would like stroll if he knocks on the door trying to get me. I would like stroll down the road.
Oh, he does. Okay.
back.
Then I'm just gonna like open up the door.
Down the road.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't go in the building.
Just further
He,
down.
he said it earlier. I just didn't know to what
I thought
extent
you
of
were just
outside
waiting
meant.
outside,
I thought
like-
he was waiting outside of the infirmary.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought too. I think he meant outside the whole building.
Yeah, I don't have to be there for that. I don't think.
Okay, so
Well, we
For the
thought he was
future.
outside.
for the future, like if you're, please, like, be
Well,
more,
I'll come inside then. It's fine.
Okay, he's coming inside.
just like try to clarify. Like,
Sorry.
I don't want you guys saying like, oh well, I would have done this. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Okay. You come inside. With Thogum.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
There he
you,
is.
You make a perception check.
It's close.
I feel like you better do a good one. This isn't going well.
Not very good.
We're all about to get fucking mauled by a
8.
fake folk.
8.
Damn it.
Okay.
We're all that's all.
They are into the room and said, "Oh, Klaus, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Of
Is
course.
everything all right?"
Yeah, everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Okay. So did you guys assume you all are here? Did you find any leads?
We slayed some rats.
Yeah,
Okay.
we discovered there's quite a big rat problem in the.
We've heard.
sewer.
We've had some complaints of people hearing noises in the drainage areas. That could have very well been the case.
Was that a bounty on those villainous rats that were making so much racket?
Well, we haven't really looked into it. Strange noises don't really take precedent. We're more focused on keeping the city safe from more assertive threats. But just for the hell of it, make a perception check.
But they could have stole somebody's cat and ate it. Found cat remains down there.
Ooh, 20?
We did.
25. Okay.
Fuck those
But
rats.
for the hell of it. For
the abyssal of it.
I like it.
shut the fuck up.
That's when you know it's good.
On your way out, talk to Gertrude, which you would remember being the guard behind the desk, and I'll tell her about it. Tell her I said it was okay, and she'll give you something.
If we make it out of here alive.
Jesus Christ. Okay. But besides these rats, is there anything solid?
Yeah. The solid oak box. Or wood box. I don't know if it's oak. I don't know anything about wood.
Wait, I thought I had the box.
Yeah, since
Jeez.
you're in, I assume.
I need some water.
Is that
The time.
your wolf form? Was that your wolf form, bro?
Is it going on?
In the box. Yeah.
So, as we found
It's getting close
this
to midnight.
box,
Hmm.
and it has some kind of magical aura about it.
Do you mind if I see?
Sure. Take that.
He inspects it. He opens it up and said, "Oh, it doesn't have anything in it at the moment."
This parchment, with which I have the paper, was found inside of it.
He looks at it and said, "It's pretty good handwriting for goblin."
I believe that
You know Goblin?
the words would
I do.
It's a magical box that turns into a boat of some kind. With the command word spoken, like most magic is. But I don't. I don't.
Probably
Besides that, it's above my not my knowledge.
So this is. Where'd you find this at?
Outside of the sewer, where it
Outside.
drained, we followed tracks all the way out to the ocean.
We
It
could
was
probably
tied-
lead you to the drainage pipe.
It was tied to the grating of the drainage pipe.
This very well could have been their entrance into the city, but that drainage gate, the grate is usually locked.
It was locked when we arrived.
Was it?
Soon, I think somebody let them in.
And he gets silent for a moment. He falls silent. This is not good.
It's worth mentioning that the drainage pipe is no longer locked.
What do you mean?
I had to break the lock as I do not carry keys with me.
Oh well,
The lock wasn't doing much anyway, it would seem.
one of the poor new recruits is gonna have a fun time putting that back on.
Tell him to be careful of rats.
You might need. That's very true. You might
Right.
want to send more than one.
Karen,
That'd also be a shitty job. Take an extra pair of clothes.
He cleared the path.
Karen, you might be onto something. It's very well that you might have a man on the inside, so to speak, or a woman.
Is there anybody that particularly strikes you as suspicious amongst the ranks?
No, I usually do a full evaluation of all the new recruits to help goblins get into the city.
Maybe not a guard, but some other kind of city worker.
He thinks for a moment.
Somebody that has access to the sewers and the keys therein.
For anyone suspicious, you might speak with a vessel down by the docks. He's usually there all night. If he would have seen something, you might try speaking with him.
As kind of a dock keeper of sorts. Maybe he would have noticed a strange.
He is the He's pretty much like the ship master. If that makes
Were
sense.
there no reports of any strange boats pulling in the night? Because I find it hard to believe that if somebody's working the docks, they wouldn't notice a ship coming in carrying
Unless
bugbears.
Vessel is working with them.
Well, if you remember correctly, that this little grate, it was kind of away from the docks.
A little bit, yes.
So if someone possibly could have noticed it, but under
Yeah.
the cover of night, it would have been a little harder.
So that would have been the next. That would be that. Regardless, that'll be the next lead for us to question.
Vessel, I'm racking my brain for anyone suspicious, but I mean, I'm not super close with all the members of the city. I do try to protect them when I can.
Can I roll an inside check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's cocked. Oh.
And it's
Just
not
as
a-
I grabbed it, it was rolling to an 18.
Hey, that's,
10.
We're not doing great tonight, guys.
Yeah, he seems like
I rolled a 20.
On a lock.
Unlock.
he doesn't seem like he's lying. It seems like he's trying to rack his brain.
Well, we can at the very least go to the docks and question this person you mentioned. Do you have a name that we can?
Oh yes, his name is Vessel.
Oh, his name is Vessel. Oh, I misunderstood. I thought that was his title.
What's it smell like in here?
In his room,
Yeah,
make a perception check.
perception check.
I'm sorry, I keep playing with that thing. I need to put it away.
Yeah, how dare you?
Do I hear you sniffing?
14.
God.
I mean, it doesn't smell particularly bad. It smells lived in. I mean, it seems like he does stay a lot of nights here.
No dead body sense or anything.
And you don't smell rotting corpse or anything.
Okay, just making sure.
He's a half orc. He's a large half orc male, so
Yeah.
that smells about how a large half orc male would smell.
Which is almost like rotting corpses, but
Is that
not
how-
exactly.
How does Eric smell?
He's a paladin.
He smells like holiness
It smells like rosemary and holy water. Thank you very
with
much.
hints of lavender.
Jesus.
Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth. And no, it doesn't smell like dead bodies or anything.
That's good.
But yeah, try speaking with him. He might have seen something suspicious. That's really all I can think of at the moment. This box. You might have a hunch or a lead as to what it might do, Karen. Do you know how to speak Goblin?
Unfortunately, I can only read it.
Read it. Okay. Well, let me see that piece of parchment if you don't mind.
I would advise you be careful if you're gonna say it
He
aloud.
takes it and he starts writing on it. Well, these 3 words, I've written out how to pronounce them if you wish to speak them yourself.
Like right now?
Oh, maybe not right now.
Okay.
But when you get to the port area, you could give it a shot.
We might want to advise people that we're doing such a thing. It could cause quite a shock.
I will be there.
How big of a boat?
Well, we don't know.
Oh no, until you
Was it
find
one
out.
of the
I
words
imagine.
ship?
Yeah, I think it's a kind of a varying size.
Did we just,
Anyone here sail?
did we just come into contact with our own ship? Like, do we have our own ship right now?
I don't think it'll be that easy.
Is anyone here a navigator? Perhaps? Because if not, we will have to pay someone.
I mean, I navigate pretty well.
Well,
Anywhere I am.
I mean, are we selling? We're not selling.
Hold
right
on,
now.
let's-
Like you had to have.
are you sure you want to give this to us? Shouldn't this be entered in some kind of evidence or have investigated by any local wizards you might have?
For most of the guards here in the city at the moment, I've kept this investigation. I've let them know of the attack, and I've let them know that I have specialists on it. As far as I'm considered, this might aid you in your journey.
Well,
And,
I appreciate the
I
gift.
do. I appreciate you showing me this. It's pretty easy to surmise that this was their entrance into the city. You didn't find anything else with a piece of paper?
No, inside the box was only a piece of paper. Yeah. The
No.
paper itself seems to be mundane.
There's no point in just keeping it here. Useless. I have no need of a ship.
Do you have a spellcaster that you could advise us to go talk to ask about it? Because I'm not a fan of performing, of messing with magics that I'm not familiar with.
Oh, yeah. We have you always go ask Robin. Do you know who that is? Have you met her yet?
I believe Sentinel knows Robin.
Robin. Oh, you all could go find Robin, and she could probably give it a look. She'll be downstairs somewhere, I imagine.
That might be. Stop then, since it's closest before we head to the port.
That's fine. Make our way down there.
Is there anything else you require of us, Logan?
No. After speaking with Vessel, if you don't mind, come back to me. But just go speak to Vessel, see if he knows anything.
Are you feeling all right, Logan? You seem stressed.
I'm just worried that the city is in danger. I do believe it is. I would like to find the motives of these creatures. It just doesn't make sense. But I'm hoping that we can put an end to this before anything dire happens to the city.
Have you increased the guards for the nighttime? Because it seems like that's when it'd be most dangerous around here.
Yes. We've been recruiting. I've been trying to get as many new recruits trained as we can, but the experienced soldiers have been working hard.
Good.
And,
That's good to hear. Very reassuring.
But just go talk to Vessel. If he can't give you any leads, come back and I'm sure I'll have something else for you guys.
That sounds good to us.
Okay. So
Want to see you later.
Let's go
Later,
ahead.
Thogum.
ready? I guess we're anybody else need to do anything else?
Let's go downstairs and talk to Robin.
Well,
and then
let's
talk
go
to
ahead
Gertrude.
and take a break, and then we'll pick it
We'll be
back up.
back.
Love you.
Thank you.
Oh, babe, love you too.
But no head? Well, everybody's seeing us shuffle around like a dingus.
Ain't no big deal.
Oh, have we been shuffling around like dinguses?
What?
And we're back.
Am I a dingus?
Damn it.
Told you.
Look, I didn't waste
We're
my money.
shuffling
I'm
around
not a
like
dingus.
dinguses.
No, we're not talking about that, Wyatt.
Look.
We're not talking about you getting
or your
swindled
cherry soda buying.
and then giving thanks to your patron for it.
My patron gave me an opportunity, and I capitalized on
I
it.
like it.
Oh,
I like
God.
it.
That sounds terrible in the future.
Okay, so okay. So I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
As you all are exiting the room,
Oh, the room. Okay.
Thogum speaks up and says, Mr. Klaus, I would like you to remain behind. I'd like to speak to you in private if you don't mind.
Sure.
If you all can wait for him if you wish.
Should we exit?
I'd like everyone but James to exit the room, please.
Well. Oh, okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yay.
Let's go.
Kept us out of the room.
Secrets,
Good going, Klaus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just had to sniff up the fucking.
Don't
group,
leave
dude.
me alone here, dude.
Fucking were creature.
Okay.
So
So,
be listening.
Get the fuck out.
so as everyone exits the room,
Yeah, clearly.
yes, you step back in. Please shut the door behind you.
Of course.
Shut the door. And nobody noticed when they entered the room, but what seemed to be a hooded figure leaning up against a cabinet turns around as well, and is now you, Thogum, and this figure. Mr. Klaus, I'd like to speak with you more closely about your reason for being in this city, if you don't mind.
Go on.
You say you've been here for a while,
Quite some time.
but I don't really remember seeing you all that often.
Well, I like to stay out of sight as many people as possible. That's why they're not come inside. The more people that know me, the more people that suffer a loss if I perhaps die.
So this man that you killed, this one that you were supposedly hunting,
Yes.
I've had my associate here. He motions to the people, or the person to his right. Go make a perception check.
19.
19. Well, you glance at this hooded figure. They currently have a very dark, almost black cloak. It covers their body. They are hooded as well, and they have a mask sort of going across their face. It's hard to make out all of their features. They kind of have these like bluish green eyes. They're very feminine, and the person is also quite slender. Possibly a female. I've had my associate here look into it. Well, this man you killed, do you know exactly who he was?
He was a slaver of sorts, a wanted man for murder, I presume. I'm simply hired to do what I do.
Go ahead and make another deception check.
Okay. 20.
20. Yes, it might be the case.
Is there more to it than that?
This man is not on any wanted lists anywhere. I've had my associate here do a little digging. We found out his name, and it seems there is no trace of him anywhere. So that brings back your story.
That makes it even more mysterious.
Make another deception check.
Why? What do you mean? That makes it very mysterious. 22.
Jesus Christ.
It's my specialty.
I just can't help but shake the feeling that there's something more going on, my friend.
As I said before, and what the papers show, this man, maybe he knows where he's from and what he's done. Maybe he has that connection, but other than that, I do not know.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry, I should have this pulled up.
That's good.
So could I see those papers again, if you don't mind?
Sure.
You just give him over.
Yeah.
He looks at him and says, "So this name Ronkus,
Yes.
do you know him?"
He is one of the officials in the city.
Yes. Well, it's funny because he doesn't seem to remember you at all.
Well, that's very interesting, as he has hired me.
Make a deception check.
19.
Mr. Klaus, I'd like to know what you are actually doing in this city.
As I said, I'm hunting this man.
And he looks at you. So you have forged documents hunting a man that is on no wanted list. Is that the story that you're sticking to?
If I had a different story, what would you like to know?
As I said, I'd like to know what you're really doing in the city. You don't seem to be a particularly malevolent person. You are helping with this investigation.
Of course.
I don't doubt that this man wasn't evil. You know, you have others to back up your claims that he did try to attack you. And I just want to know that my city is safe.
It is safe.
But I want to know what you're actually doing.
Can I roll an inside check?
Yeah. And this hooded figure next to him hasn't said anything. What you can assume to be a woman, she's just kind of looking.
Okay,
She's
25.
25?
Yeah.
He's being honest.
Ray seems like a good
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he really just wants to make sure not only is his city safe, but that he can really just kind of
Do I
trust
get
you.
any vibes from the other person?
Just gonna make an insight check, I guess. Another insight check.
Sorry. 16.
16. Well, you can see that this woman does have two short swords strapped to her waist,
Okay.
as well as it looks to be like a belt of knives. Because she's not like hiding herself or anything. She's just kind of like casually leaned up against, but her face is still covered and whatnot. And no, they're not making a move towards you or anything.
Okay.
It just seems like no one noticed her, and she was just standing really still.
You seem like a trustworthy man. I will tell you that I'm not from here. I'm from a forest to the east.
You mean the Forest of Life?
That is where I'm from. That's where I grew up. I am not exactly 54 years old, but that is who I carry. But the point I'm making is my family was taken by slavers. I was on a hunting mission. I came back. As they took them, I tried to fight them off, but there were too many, and they thought they left me dead until the sprites in the forest came and rescued me and brought me back to life. And that is where I went and tracked some of these men, and after 2 years, I finally caught up to one of them, and that is the man before you here.
So it's vengeance you seek.
Not vengeance, just information. I believe my family is still alive, and
so your family, you were just humans living in the forest, I assume.
Not exactly.
What do you mean?
If it is not necessary, then I would prefer you not to pry any further. You have. Wrong persuasion check.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, 18.
18.
Yeah.
He seems. You have told me the truth. It seems you are keeping your identity hidden for a reason. In my younger days, I was not always the prude that you see before you. I've been through a lot in my life, and he does look quite old, and from the roles and whatnot, the insight rolls you've gotten on him, he seems like he has been through a lot in his life. I know that sometimes justice isn't always as black and white as some might have it seem. I do trust you. I'm sure if this man was one of them that captured your family, I hope that have you found any leads onto that?
Well, he had a room key to the inn here in town, and he had the message from his leader, I believe. I guess I should have mentioned.
For the
this.
sake of brevity, we'll just say that you show him the letter and everything.
Yeah, I'll show him what I feel like.
Are you gonna tell him about you wrote it
Yeah,
back?
I wrote a message, and I've been waiting to see if I can see where they're going to be, so I can perhaps find the man I'm looking for. If that makes sense.
Okay, well, my daughter here, and he motions to his right to the woman. She's kind of my he thinks for a word, kind of like I am. Yeah, she is my little bird, so to speak. She gets information from me, keeps eyes on people.
She appears quite the weapons master herself.
She just stays silent for now. But she is back in town. One of your friends is looking for information, so hopefully, when all this is said and done, she can help provide what he is looking for. I do appreciate the honesty, Mr. Klaus. I'm sorry for prying, but
that's okay.
I won't. No, for now, I'll give you your documents back, and he hands them back.
It. I promise you, I have no ill intentions with your city.
So,
if also these men are not good people. On a note, the location. If I hear back from them, I can inform you, and then maybe we can both.
How about I do you a favor? Give me those documents back.
Okay.
He looks them over. Takes him a few minutes, but he pulls some pieces of parchment out of his desk, and he starts writing for a few minutes. He pretty much writes you the same sort of documents out, except this time it's with his legit signature. So he said, this might be a little help. So then Ronkus, if anyone hears that name, they won't do the same that I did and look into it. They can come straight to me.
Greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much.
So
you have my word that I will help you.
Just please, with your merry band of comrades that you seem to have gotten close with, just please find out what you can. And like I said, whenever you are done, report back to me.
Of course. Thank you.
For now, you may be on your way.
As you wish. Okay. You enjoy your day.
I'll go get them.
Okay. My heart's racing. I'm so nervous. Yeah, it's true. I like how it went.
Alright, did you kill Thogan? Like, how long we gotta get at it?
Don't any of you dare watch the fucking recording.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, as the DM, and this is off topic or whatever, but so whenever I do something like that, I do ask that if you guys do want to go watch the video again, like this is to keep the game a game and for everyone to have fun and be fair and have their moments of spotlight, so to speak. I would ask that you other three, and then if happens to another one of you, the other three don't go back and watch the YouTube video to see what happened.
Fair.
Can you all do that for me, please?
That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so as you all three enter the room, a few minutes pass.
Oh, do we get called back in by Thogan?
No, I mean, are you all waiting on Klaus?
Oh, I thought I was leaving.
Yeah, we were outside.
Yeah, we just walk outside of the door.
I was gonna presume. Well, I guess I'll wait till you do your description.
Well, like I said, I'll say that you all three waited outside the hallway, whatever, for Klaus, so you all could travel together. About 10 or so minutes pass, and the door opens, and Klaus walks out, shuts the door behind him.
Ah, hello.
What was that about, Klaus?
We just wanted to further investigate what I was doing here, and he happened to approve it as well. So now I have more than one signature on this paper.
Well, I'm happy to hear that for you, friend.
Thank you.
Time to go talk to Vessel.
Oh, Robin first.
Oh, yes, Robin and Gertrude.
Onward.
Okay. You all go back downstairs.
I get comfortable now.
You talk to Gertrude.
Well, I guess we could have done that while you were in there.
It doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Y'all here
go
now.
ahead.
So
And that's what I was going to bring up, but I was just going to let him do
I
it.
assume you guys go talk to Gertrude first, the female guard behind it.
What were we going to talk to Gertrude about?
The rats.
The rats, right. Well, that's you, friend.
Okay, so
Hello, Gertrude, I presume?
Yes, and you are?
My name is Dorn. We're here about some rats, and Thorgum told us that you would be able to give us some
Thogum?
payment. Yes, Thogum.
I could give you what?
Some kind of payment for killing these rats in the sewers.
Okay. I remember I've had a few complaints about that. Just, oh, hey, Vessel. Sees you behind him.
Wait, what?
What? Yeah. What?
Vessel?
Vessel.
Sentinel.
I was like,
Goddamn.
did he just walk in on us? Hell
No.
yeah.
I was about to be like, yes, dude, here's our fucking quest, bro.
Sentinel. Goddamn. Hey, Sentinel.
Well, hello, Gertrude.
I just realized Vessel's a strange name. I wonder if it's another
So she like,
Warforged.
I guess I can give you guys something for that.
Maybe.
She opens up a drawer and carries some king around. She's like, like, was it all four of you that killed him?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I'm more just simply assist.
Here's 100 gold, I guess, for all of you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We split that
Very
up.
much appreciated.
Split that up how you wish, I guess.
25. Wait, do you want yours?
If the three of you wish to
It can be
split,
used to buy more sherry water.
Listen, I have a separate thing for him in my inventory.
if
Obviously.
if the three of you wish to split it amongst yourselves, since it's an uneven number, I'll take the 1 gold left over
It's 100 gold split between everybody.
between them three. And it'd be 99 split
So
evenly,
like 33.
and I'll take the 1 gold piece after.
Good. You can have another one of mine.
Thank you.
I have 251. And I'll have 250 now.
Is there anything else I can help you guys with?
I got a gold.
Do you know of anything else that's going on in the town that we could possibly help out with? Where are you on the Bugbears?
Oh, yeah. Thogan mentioned that he had some specialists on it. No, I mean, we've been doing our best to just, I know the night watches have been bumped up a lot. Other than that, we're just on the lookout. Insight check?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a 2.
It seems like she's just a desk worker, you know? She knows what she's been told.
Sorry.
Well, I guess we should go. Do you know where Robin is?
Robin?
currently?
Oh, she's back there. You guys can go talk to her if you wish. I don't think she's busy right this moment.
Okay.
Jeremy's just resting, so yeah. You guys can talk to her.
Thank you. We hope you have a good day.
Guess either Sentinel or I will lead the way with Robin.
You can.
Okay.
You're the magical one in this box, isn't it?
That's fair.
Just a protector of people.
I guess
Monsters.
I will go look for that hooded figure known as Robin in the
You all
infirmary.
walk behind, you see Jeremy again. You kind of say hi as you go by.
Hi,
There
guys.
seems to be another door leading off, so you can only assume that's where she's at. So give a little knock.
Please.
Oh, come in, please.
All right, I guess I'll walk on in.
Walk on in. Seems to be like a fairly large room. You can see various medical supplies and tools on the walls, on these shelves, and you see it's the same hood that you saw, except now it is down. You see just the long blonde hair and pointy ears. I assume to be a elf or half elf. Upon you enter the room.
Yes, hello. I was told that you're Robin, right? The local
Yes, I'm Robin.
bone saw, I guess. I don't know what they call it. Anyway.
Bone saws with a name.
We
Cutting bones.
I don't know if you're aware, but we are the ones that Thogan have brought on to help investigate the Bugbear situation.
Yeah, I remember seeing you and Sentinel the other night.
Yes, we brought Jeremy.
Yeah, I patched him up as best as I can. He should be good to go in a couple days.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna make a very quick recovery thanks to your efforts.
Yeah, sir. What can I help you with?
We found a item that seems to be by nature magical of some sort, and
Okay.
it's a little above my knowledge. So we talked to Thogan. He said you were the only, the person that he knew the best when it came to magical items.
Hmm.
I'll present her with the box.
Oh, yes. Let me see.
I can definitely tell that it has a magical aura about it, but what kind I do not know. And it's
Okay.
paired with this piece of paper that I believe is how to activate said magic.
Says, yeah, I can't. What language is this?
Goblin.
Okay. Let's see.
Thogan has been nice enough to write down how the words are pronounced in Goblin
Ah,
to
okay.
activate it.
Oh, okay. So I don't want to say those out loud.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I should be able to see what kind of cool magic this is. And she has like this chair that's like almost sort of a rocking chair, and she leans back in it. Starts to inspect it. She has like these almost like little spectacles on her nose. Pushes them up.
Is
Starts
she
looking
particularly old?
at it. Make a perception check, I guess.
8.
8. All right. No, she's not really that old. She's probably more middle aged. From what you can tell, she's not. Like I said, she's not particularly young. Like she's not your age, but no, she's not old. You know, she still has pretty young features. Yeah. So she starts inspecting it. You hear her say some words, and she starts to look at it. I believe this is transmutation magic, I would say.
Okay.
If you'd like, I could identify this object for you.
I suppose so.
It's not a
That'd probably
boat.
be the wise.
Is it a boat?
Well, it looks like a box to me.
Believe the magic will turn it into a boat, especially if it's of the
Oh, yeah.
transmutation school.
See, yeah. See, that makes more sense, I would say.
Because the words that are written down, since they're safe to say in common, is box, boat, ship. So I assume the activation words are what are written down in Goblin.
So a ship with a boat.
Yes, a ship, a
With a
boat within
box.
the ship.
Okay.
The box.
I'll go ahead and get to
He's
work
got
on
this.
that. She holds it in both of her hands, and some time passes. She's like kind of mumbling to herself. Her eyes are closed, and about 5. You're a wizard, right? Ritual magic takes about 10 minutes, correct?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
I one question. I'm sorry to ask this, interrupt the flow, but do you know where the Xanathar's guide is? I want to make sure I'm doing my
Over there.
detect magic stuff right.
Probably to your left under the folder. Or one of those.
Should be that thin book below that DM screen, is it not?
Oh, that's.
Oh.
No.
Didn't you have it last night, Christoph?
What's that?
The Xanathar's guide?
Oh, yeah, it's still over here.
Okay, good.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
It was hidden behind the other one.
Okay, sorry. Please continue. Apologize. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Okay, well, we'll say about 10 minutes pass. Would you want to check on yours before I continue? Hey, Karen. You want to check on your stuff before I continue?
Check on my stuff.
Yeah, you're checking on something, aren't you?
Oh, I'm just seeing if my the tech magic I do. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. That's all. If she's already identifying it, there's no point. in
Yeah,
me
well, she's
holding it up.
gonna actually identify this object for you.
Yeah, there's no point in holding it up.
Okay, well, like I said, about 10 minutes pass. She gets done. She takes like a little deep breath. She says, "Okay, I'll just go ahead and write this down for you." And she takes a pencil. Head over here. She like grabs a piece of parchment out of her desk. I'm actually like writing on that. Yeah, erase that real quick. Just writing down scribbles.
Great.
Yeah, this looks to be a folding boat you found.
Folding boat.
Mm-hmm. Right here. Let's go steal, I guess. Yeah, it's folding boat. Looks like it can turn into either a ship or a boat or a box, depending on what command word you use. It looks like a boat. It already has some oars and stuff and a sail, a mast and anchor, and it can turn into a ship that can hold up to like, I believe it's like 20 or so people on it. So,
Would you happen to know where we could possibly find the captain if we needed one? Because
Well,
none of us here know how to sail. I believe.
this is a port city. I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard. If you ever, I don't know if you guys have talked to Vessel, the shipmaster, but he might be able to hire someone for you, or I'll speak to him. Speak.
Just for clarification and for our session as well, because I know you use detect magic quite regularly. If you use detect magic, you can just know the school of magic,
Okay.
just so we know in the future.
Cool.
Wait, are you like an actual boat navigator?
So I was doing it wrong. So having you like, oh, do you know the school?
That's fine.
Alright, so yeah.
So it's just the detect magic spell. Cool.
Yeah, which is what my eyes will.
Alright.
Anyway, continue. That's all I want to check. Cool. Well, we have a boat for whatever we might need it for.
Or ship?
Or ship.
Or box.
Well, I mean, four medium. What does 4 medium mean again? Did I
Just
miss
for medium
it?
creatures.
I mean,
I was just trying to
We're
like
on medium.
cut it down as much as I could without filling up the whole
understand.
card.
So yeah, we wouldn't need the ship per se, unless we wanted to go
Never
out in
know.
the deep water.
Never know.
We might have to take it to find where they came from, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Bugbears taking a boat.
Don't think they would know how to pilot it.
I prefer to land myself, boat.
Well, if they took a boat, they came from somewhere on the land. So if we just follow the coast. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Anyway. Well, thank you very much, Robin. Is there any kind of advice or carefulness that you can advise to us with a folding boat?
Well, I've never used one myself, but I mean,
words of caution, perhaps.
just make sure it has enough room, I guess. Whenever you use it.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you guys with?
Not that we know of.
Okay.
No information on the investigation. Nobody acting suspicious or acting on the inside.
I've pretty much this is pretty much my office most of the time, so I don't get out much.
Especially with the current circumstance. Hopefully you don't become too busy.
Oh yes, Thugum seemed quite worried when he gave us all the briefing. So, but that seems what he hired you guys for. You guys seem to be hot on the trail of something.
Sure hope
Indeed. We have a bounty hunter on our side. We'll be alright.
Where are we heading next, by the way?
It's a vessel.
so. I don't know, but I'm about to smack a sentinel for using his computing device too much.
Oh, man.
What are you doing over there?
I was just looking up the folding boat.
Oh, okay.
Just don't look up stuff.
I just want to know what it does.
Dang it, so
You'll see.
Wyatt has the information he needs.
It's simple. We say the word, we get a boat. Just don't say the word.
He doesn't speak.
In Goblin.
I don't speak. I only speak common.
Basic bitch.
Wait, you only speak
and
common?
binary.
Alright,
As a
well,
robot?
I only speak common.
do you...
I didn't take the.
A low-level robot.
I didn't take
We
the
need to
ones
get some
that could speak
computing
other
programs.
do any of you mind if we stop by the market on the way to the...
Need more paper?
Yes.
Can we... Here's the
languages.
board.
That is
Okay.
fine
Now,
by
what do
me,
you-
Karen.
I already gave you 10. Where did they go?
I need more.
Here's 5.
Thank you. Okay, fair enough. Never mind.
Can
We should find an endless book of paper
Can we
sometime.
Can we
in our
upload
adventure.
languages to you?
That's not how it works.
What does upload work? Anyway,
I've heard of these magical USB devices.
I guess we
Plug 'em into
are
his
ready
anus.
to make our way to the dock to find the person known as Vessel.
Okay.
Wait,
Sounds good.
Come back this way.
Okay.
No, I mean like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, you're
Okay,
completely
so-
out of shot. Sorry.
Can't get comfortable here.
Welcome to doing this for a job.
Don't worry, we'll get that third camera and it won't matter.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh shit.
That'd definitely be better.
Get comfortable now, bitch.
Yeah, maybe the right some of
Oh, I see me.
There you go.
Okay, so you all exit the barracks, I suppose, and make your way towards. You would have to make your way through the trade market to get to the port.
Oh, we have to go through it?
Mhm. So, who's leading? What's the marching order on the way there?
I will lead.
I'll be.
I'll be behind him.
I'll be in the back.
I mean, is it wide enough for us to not like all be
No,
single
y'all don't
file?
have to be single file walking down
Okay.
the road.
Oh,
Look a little awkward.
We're just
can-
walking a group then. Shooting in front.
Okay. All of you make a perception check then.
Well, let's not be like the group of assholes that took up
Diamond
the whole
formation.
sidewalk.
4.
11.
did I knock that wrong?
That's not
That's what you get for leaving it in there.
Yeah, you're right. Your dice is so heavy.
Yeah. Your dice is so big. How am I supposed to roll?
You're
Just
just
take out
heavier
the
than mine,
whole.
though.
It's
I have
this
like
big.
this. Whatever. I have a rule of 16.
I'm kidding.
You just did like.
Yeah,
Roll to 16.
Yeah.
Roll to 10.
yeah.
Okay. Your journey to the trade market seems to go pretty alright, except Wyatt. You notice someone kind of walking the same exact path that you all are taking.
Do they look shady at all? Obviously they catch my eye. So there's
May
something
make an insight
suspicious
check, I
about them.
guess. It just dropped over there.
A pencil.
Oh, Barrett.
That's a 7.
A 7. They just don't look particularly shady. They're just kind of walking.
Are they behind us?
Yeah, they're walking right behind you guys.
Right behind us.
Yeah, they're not really keeping a distance.
Can I tell what kind of person they are?
What do you
being?
mean? What, like their race is?
Are they trying to hide themselves?
No, not particularly. It looked like it just looks like a normal half-orc man.
Is he dressed in the uniform of the local guard?
No, looks like he's dressed almost in common clothes. Yeah, I would say.
Does he have any distinguishing tattoos?
Make a perception check, investigation.
Natural 20, my friend.
No, nothing really distinguishable. Looks like just a normal person walking behind you guys.
Well, if he doesn't look suspicious and he has nothing to distinguish him out from everybody else, I have nothing to say.
Okay, fair enough. So you guys continue your journey. Every street you go down, whatnot, this person continues to follow you. You guys do eventually make your way to the trade market. And
Oh, this is before we even got to the trade market.
yeah, it's just on the way.
Can I ask one more question real
Yeah,
quick?
of course.
Since I didn't understand the situation. Where did he start following us at?
Looks like you guys exited the barracks. You started making your way there, and then you look around, and this person was following you.
Is it that loud for everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not picking up. Though.
Okay, fair.
That's just like outside of your headset.
Okay.
It's loud as well. The
You're right.
showers.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, sorry.
Okay. Any other questions?
I mean, he doesn't look suspicious.
And we didn't notice.
No, you guys didn't notice. You guys eventually make your way to the trade market. And
Yep.
yeah,
We're in the trade market.
so anything you guys wish to do, just can continue on to the docks.
Some paper.
Karen,
I'll be
need a
fine.
paper.
My friend I almost called you Curtis.
We could use some.
My friend Klaus here provided me with plenty of paper.
Yes, but we could use some healing potions.
Well, I bought a bunch earlier.
I don't think. We... Where are they?
Well, they weren't exactly healing potions.
It seems we need healing potions.
Karen got swindled.
Well, if you guys think it's necessary to have some, by all means, I'm not in a hurry.
I'd like to buy some oil.
I have my good friend Karen here and
I would.
Second Wind.
Yeah, I definitely want to pick some up just in case. So
Okay, so
now I guess I'll look for a potion shop, or unless they're just gonna review it.
Or an accessory shop
Potions.
of some sort,
Well,
some kind.
Yeah.
Sentinel would chime in and say that there actually is an alchemist's shop near here, so you guys could stop by.
Would you like to lead us?
Says potions and
We can be on our way, friend.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Let us be
Should
on our
only
way.
take a second.
Okay. You guys make your way. So the trade market is on the west side of the city. It kind of takes up. It's like right in front of the dock area. I don't have a map of the city, so you guys can use your imagination. The city is like you've seen where it's at on the big map, so it's pretty much right by the ocean. The shop, when you turn around to face towards the buildings, you kind of like take a left and you just kind of walk towards some houses. Eventually, you come upon this shop. The sign out front says Poppy's Stock, and you would recognize this as the alchemy shop.
I open the door for everybody.
Okay. A little bell rings and she says, "Oh, just a moment, I'll be right with you." Does everyone go in?
Sure.
It'd be rude not to.
You see this,
I have no
I'll
business,
follow
so
on
I'll
the
just
tail.
stay outside.
stay outside. Okay. So the three of you enter, I suppose.
All right.
I don't particularly like this shop.
Sure.
Are you scared of the Philosopher's Stone?
No.
Okay, anyways.
All right.
The other
So
three
much
of you,
shop.
the three of you enter. And this older female human walks out. Just by looking at her, she is quite old. Her hair is starting to gray. She has wrinkles. Excuse me. But she's quite beautiful for an older woman. And she approaches you.
I will say, hello, my dear.
Hello. Can I help you guys with anything?
I'm just looking for a couple healing potions, perhaps.
Healing potions? I have a couple of those made up. How many do you need?
Just two.
Two?
Yes.
Goddamn.
Did just out of curiosity, the person that was following us, follow us inside, or did he stop outside when we went in?
No, it seems when you guys got the trade market, they just wandered into the trade market.
They didn't keep following us?
No, they just wandered into the trade market.
Sounds good.
So, 2 potions of healing. Is there anything else I can interest you guys in?
Do you happen to sell any flasks of oil here?
Flasks of oil? Any types of oil?
Just regular oil. Flammable.
Flammable oil? Well, I think I have 1 or 2 in the back. Let me go check. And he disappears for a second, and she's back there. A small child runs out. Just a little boy. He's like, just kind of laughing, and as soon as he comes around the counter and sees you 3, he stops and looks up at you guys, especially the very tall gentleman. Klaus said, "Hey, what's your name?"
I like bend down and like put my hand out. I am Klaus Schmidt.
He goes to reach out, and you just kind of engulf his hand, and you gently shake it, I imagine. Klaus Schmidt. And he's kind of a little on your level, actually. He said, "Oh, who are you?"
My name is Dor.
Door? And he kind of like looks at...
Quick aside, while he's greeting them first, I would like to write something on my hand in charcoal, please.
Okay.
Go, continue, please.
Okay. And, he looks up at this tiefling who is... currently looks like they're writing something on their hand.
Well, while he was greeting him, too,
Okay,
it wouldn't take long.
alright.
You're right.
He said he kind of like looks a little less happy to see you and says, "Oh, hey."
Well,
how are
I
you?"
put on the most friendly smile I can. It's like, "Hello, my name is Karen. It's a pleasure to meet you." And I extend my hand to shake his as well.
And as soon as this happens, the female, goddamn, comes back around and said, "Albert, leave them alone." She comes out. Now has looks like 2 little flasks of oil in her hands. She said, "I found some oil back there. I could interest you guys in some other things if you wish."
What does Albert do? What does Albert do when she scolds him?
He's just like, "I'm sorry, Mom." Just like kind of wanders to the back.
As he's leaving, can I give him like a pat on the shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just kind of like smiles, said, "Huh," and he like giggles, runs to the back. Said, "Oh, you'll have to excuse him. Without his father around, he's somewhat rambunctious, but I can keep him under control. No worries." So for the 2 potions of healing, that'll be 100 gold, and the oil will be a little cheaper. I'm just trying to think of how much oil would be. For just the 2 flasks of oil, I'd say 5 gold
More about 30 maybe.
for oil. I don't know.
It's pretty useful.
It is quite useful.
Yeah, but I think it's like silver. It's
Silver?
just oil here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I told you guys, I'm still iffy on the prices and stuff.
Yeah, prices are hard to remember. If
so-
you
50 silver?
Hmm?
50 silver?
if you don't
So about 30 silver.
30 silver?
30 silver.
Okay.
And so I know we had to clear this up in Wyatt's campaign. If you guys only have gold on you, if something costs silver, just take it out of your inventory. Like, you know what I mean? Like just transfer whatever the gold to silver, and then keep the leftover.
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
hit your foot.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Do you happen to have any extra paper lying around? You could perhaps throw in.
Paper.
Regular
Sure.
paper.
Yeah, I won't charge you for that. I guess you're already buying this gold.
Thank you,
I have a
sir.
few other things I can interest you in.
What do you have?
All 3 of you make a perception check.
I got a 19.
16.
19, 16.
23. 22.
Her shop seems like what you consider a normal alchemy shop. There's various alchemical ingredients lined on the shelves, some various plants that might be used in making potions, some strange ingredients you might not recognize at first, but something on the counter of hers stands out. It seems to be a fairly large ceramic jug with 1 cork on top, but there are multiple corks around the outside of it as well. But yeah. Well, see, I have this. And she puts a bottle on the table. It doesn't look particularly full of liquid, but it seems to be like... how do I explain this?
Is this the same thing with the corks in it?
No, this is just
Okay,
another
this is
like
a
a
different
bottle
thing.
she puts on there, and
Okay.
she well, you can't really see what's inside, but watch this. And she like takes the cork and she like slowly undoes it, and you hear like air start to whistle out. She, "Oh yeah, this is some bottled breath I have." and she puts that on there. She puts another potion out there. She sets it out, and it looks like this cloudy, like green fluid, and there's like a bubble floating around that kind of looks like a jellyfish. And she has this. This is a potion of water breathing. I have these two ready to go for now. That is, if those two potions interest you.
What's that jug up there?
Oh, that old thing. That's just my alchemy jug.
What is that used for? In making your potions? And
Oh yeah, it has all sorts of stuff in it.
Oh, interesting.
I wasn't really planning on selling that.
What about the breath? What does that do?
Oh, bottled breath?
Yes.
Well, it's the breath of an air elemental. You can either, what you do is you take it and you inhale it all. And if you hold it in, you don't have to breathe for 1 hour. But if you do, you can and inhale it. And I don't know if you guys are magically inclined, but it's kind of like a, what's that spell called? Gust of wind. You can exhale it when you take it in and pretty much cast the gust of wind spells. I've heard people compare it to that.
Interesting.
And this is just a potion of water breathing. It's basically the same effect.
I'll take the breath of wind.
The bottled breath?
Yeah, bottled
sure.
breath. How much is that?
Really quick. I should have this written down. What the?
Oh, Cat, wait, how many pieces of paper did she give me?
I guess like 20. I don't know.
Karen, I got 10 for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Where did
I have these in case you run out of spells now. I can help you out.
I'm sorry?
Give me a second, Christoph.
For once. In case you have trouble healing the group, I have these now and can help you out.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
What else? While they're doing their little deal, just for the heck of it, I'm going to take that piece of charcoal and write down my being's name on a piece of paper. Just a piece of paper. Just hold on to it. And I guess while they're doing their deal, I'm going to try my hand at some paper airplane making.
So
acceptable.
a potion, normal potion, I think is about 50 gold. So we'll say this potion is about the same, about 60 gold, I'd say.
60 gold.
Can you pass that to Christoph?
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else I can help you guys with?
Not that I know of.
Do you know of anything about the infiltration of bugbears around here?
Bugbears? Well, when she hears the word bugbear, she kind of grimaces. Not a huge fan of goblins. No, I've never heard of any one of them getting into the city.
Okay. Well, we appreciate your help, and we appreciate the potions. We hope you have a fantastic day.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
And before you guys
around.
enter, the little boy comes out and says, "Bye, guys. You should come back again sometime."
Goodbye, good sir.
Goodbye, Albert.
Indeed, little friend.
Okay.
Hey, Sentinel.
Hey,
Well, hello there.
the paper airplane. Did I make it well, or do you want me to roll something for that?
For the hell
Sleight
of
of
it.
hand, maybe. I don't know.
No, for the hell of it, roll. I guess I don't know.
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Do they have sleight of hand in 5th edition?
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
like her.
Oh, dexterity. I mean, it seems the same
Same
stat.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. I rolled a natural one.
You try your best,
Yeah.
but I mean it's
Hit yourself in the eye.
you're kind of rusty, so you throw it and it just kind of like straight into the ground.
I shrug and was like, "Huh? It will find its owner."
Okay.
That's called littering.
What is littering?
It's when you leave shit on the ground and you don't pick it up.
It's biodegradable.
Sounds like it harms the environment. I'm not for littering.
It's terrible. You should beat anybody up who does it.
Reasonable enough.
If it isn't biodegradable,
I
that
mean,
is.
if you wish for me to pick it up, I'll be more than happy to oblige.
It's not on the ground, it's inside the shop.
No, I threw it when we
Indeed.
got outside.
You did outside?
I thought that was a.
We'll let this one.
I
assume
thought
so.
it was
Yeah.
for the kid.
We'll let this
Oh,
one
okay.
slide.
It is biodegradable. It'll be gone in about 30 days.
I assure you, whoever finds it will be most pleased.
Fair enough.
With the symbol of my patron. Yep, so you guys exit the shop. Sentinel's just waiting outside.
Are
Well,
you ready
Sentinel.
to head to see Vessel?
Yes, friend.
Hello, friend.
Okay, I'm sorry, that one got me. All right, I guess lead the way.
Onward.
We were gone for a little bit.
What'd you say?
Said hello.
Uh-oh.
Said hello, friend.
Well, hello to you, Klaus.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't know what we're doing.
You guys go back down the road into the trade market, and I guess you make your way through the trade market, I suppose. All right. You make your way through as Karen got a bit of a look at it earlier. You see a lot of seafood, fish, whatnot. There's various types of like sea fish, like tuna, cod, all that stuff.
Is any of it already made?
A lot of it's already been prepped. I mean, like cut up, some fillet. You can see like whole.
It's like ready to cook.
Kind of, yeah. You can see some.
Okay.
A lot of it is just the whole fish, halibut and all that.
The fish market smell awful.
Yeah, crustaceans and well as like mollusks. You
I think I might prefer the sewer.
the crayfish, the shrimp, and everything. Fucking oysters, scallops, all the whole 9 yards, pretty much. A seafood feast. Yeah, you see as you're walking through here. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm rolling another natural 20.
Ooh, 23.
Six.
Nah, especially with the natural 20. You in particular notice it seems to be that same man that you encountered when you first were headed to the city, the one with the strange, almost turban-like headpiece with the two children. You see him kind of have
Wait.
his
2 children. What?
two children with the crossbows.
Oh, the man I saw when I came in the city.
Yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is he falling? Is like he just has a shop set up?
Yeah, it's like he kind of has. You can see his cart. He's kind of near the outer, the perimeter, the trade market. You can see his cart. He has pulled up, and it looks like he's just kind of selling stuff out of it. But yeah.
Anybody else see it or?
I mean, they notice it, but you would recognize.
I remember him.
Yeah,
Do I know this guy? The second one of this guy? Is he new?
you would know.
He's somebody that
I
came
want-
into the town when I
You
came
didn't
in.
even see him.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering.
Oh.
I mean, I
I'm
still
from
haven't
Crystal
interacted
Bay.
with this man in any way. Is he like shouting out to market what he sold, or is he just?
Not really shouting out, but like when people walk by, looks like he's just kind of like, "Hey, you interested?" Or,
Can I see from
Can we
where
hear
I'm
what
at
he's
what he's
saying?
into, what he's selling?
looks like
Anything you
for the most part, it's just looks like to be like various like plants and whatnot,
Thanks.
possibly medicinal herbs and
Ooh,
whatnot.
can I approach?
Sure.
I'm gonna stay back.
Sure.
I'll go with him.
Hello.
Oh, hello, friend.
Are you selling herbs here?
Ah, yes, I have various herbs.
What kind?
I'm from the country of Telminos. Oh, I've plenty. I have these pretty yellow. Okay, and I'm trying to like, compare these to flowers from our world. See, I'm from Telminos. All these herbs are used in medicinal tinctures and teas. I have.
Well, what is your finest tea?
Oh, okay. Well, I have a mixture. Depends on what taste you're going for, I suppose. But most of them can help with. You don't have any bacterial infections, do you?
Not to know of.
Okay. Any muscle cramps?
I am pretty old. I'm not against that.
Okay. What about this? This is a tincture. You could actually use it as a tea as well of motherwort. It might not taste all that well. I could recommend using maybe some honey or some sugar.
Sure. Do you
could
have any
do
of that
this.
with you?
Huh?
Do you sell any of that as well?
Sugar or honey?
Honey.
Oh no, just plants are for me.
I see. Do you have any smokable ones?
Make a persuasion check.
While you're scrolling,
Yes,
real quick,
indeed. Maybe some herbs.
just a general question
Oh,
about
can I get
your.
advantage as you said that?
Just a general
Yes.
question about your character, real quick. Klaus?
21.
What color are your eyes?
Let me see.
Just curious.
I just imagine Karen just like getting straight up in Klaus's face right now.
Well, Karen's eyes are straight white.
Yeah, I don't know if
Creepy.
you asked about that.
I remember you described it.
Yeah, I did. I don't know if everybody remembered.
Chris doesn't remember.
I thought right there.
It's okay. Your crystal blue ass freaked me out last night.
Yeah, they're staring you in the. I thought you were talking about his because his are really
Mine
blue.
are like, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
probably just
They're glowing blue.
they're just a dark, like a dark green,
Okay.
like a very deep dark green.
Fair.
They're not yellow.
No, they're not yellow.
Is that what
What
you're
color were you looking for?
Is that what you're looking for?
No, they're
It's fine.
just a deep dark.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so what'd you roll for persuasion?
21, I believe. It was over 20, yeah.
He says, the herbs that can be inhaled.
Yes, I have a pipe, you see.
I wish I didn't have
Mm,
the bladder of
may I
an 8-year-old
see?
while you're dealing with him.
Of
there.
course.
He sees, he inspects it. He said,
It's
what how is your pipe, man?
It's like made out of an elk horn from like when I went hunting on before.
Okay. He says, this is very well made. I've never seen anything like this where I come from. I live in a very desert land. Here. Gives it back to you. He said,
Thank you.
I'll be right back. He like kind of walks in the car. You hear him yell out something in a language you really can't really tell what it is. But actually no, you can kind of hear. You just can't really make it out. I shouldn't say that. And one of his kids, you can kind of see poke their head out of the car, and you can hear some various rummaging. Comes back with like a very very small like a sack. He says, "Oh, go ahead and take a whiff, my friend."
Yeah, I have pretty big senses, so what's going on here?
Just go ahead and make a nature check.
I'm gonna lean over and sniff it too.
You make a nature check as well.
Oh, okay.
Do I get advantage?
No.
That would be a 13.
13.
11.
You guys can't really recognize the smell all that much, but it smells very earthy. It's very pleasant. It's like a mixture of it smells faintly of like like the smell you get after it rains really hard. It kind of smells like that, and it also smells like very faintly of like a sweet, almost like lavender.
This will do fine.
It's a very very pleasant smell.
I'm a fan of anything from the earth.
Mm-hmm. Just
or ground, whatever world you're in.
take it easy. You may not want to smoke too much at once. It's not like tobacco. But
Okay.
yes, I believe you both are. Well, I know you're the one asking. But did you enjoy the smell, friend?
I did indeed. Do you have any regular
Dog?
tobacco on you?
Regular tobacco?
Indeed.
I have my personal supply. I wouldn't mind selling you a little bit.
I won't take out of your personal supply.
All I have is what I have and my goods.
Do you smoke, Thor?
I do indeed, just a bit every now and then.
Would you like any of my herb?
How much for all of it?
For all of it?
Well, is this all you have here, or?
Yes. I usually sell in small quantities.
Oh, well, how much for all of it?
For all of it?
I'll have it with you, and I'll pull out my bullhorn that I've made into a pipe as well.
Ah, nice pipe, my friend.
Yes, you as well.
Shit.
Jerking each other off over here.
My friend, I will take.
Came
I'm not
prepared
even
this
over here.
time.
You're not even over here?
No, I said I was gonna say that.
Oh, Sentinel being the loner.
I'll stay with you.
For all of it, whew, and he thinks, 10 silver?
Here is a gold, my friend.
Oh.
And here's one from me.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, I'll throw in he hands you 3 little tea bags. If you ever are feeling sick or have a cold and have any muscle aches and pains, boil this with some water. Like I said, add some honey or some tea. Honey or some sugar. That'll help you sleep better at night.
Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate this.
Next session, I'll have something prepared for the strange herb.
Okay, I'll add item strange herb.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Small bag.
I put special, but I put
Say about
Small
there's a
bag.
pretty small little
Strange.
sack he had. So say you both have about 5 grams of this strange herb.
Okay.
So about 10
Yourselves
grams.
a nickel bag.
Okay.
5 grams apiece.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad there's someone to smoke with in the party.
Indeed, very much so.
I'm sure we can convince Karen if the time is right.
Possibly so. Maybe not show Sentinel about this though.
Oh, he won't be able to partake, I don't think.
Yeah, or he doesn't have to breathe.
Maybe we'll
Doesn't
blow some
have
in his
to.
face while he's in his remission mode.
He can maybe still
I don't think
inhale
it's-
and exhale air.
I don't think I have a nose.
I was gonna say I don't think it's that he doesn't have to breathe. I just don't think he
Can't.
breathes.
Oh.
I don't breathe, drink, or eat.
Sleep. Well, you kind of sleep.
I don't sleep either.
Kind of.
But you can drink and eat, you just don't have to.
That's the question we haven't figured out yet. We
Yeah,
have.
it wasn't very specific.
I'm sure, like, who knows? Maybe down the road you could get modified.
We'll find out. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Well, oh, is there anything else I can help you with, my friends?
I do believe that'll be it for us today.
Oh, okay. Well, if anyone else goes looking for special herbs or teas or tinctures, lead them to me. My name is Avdol.
Avdol.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Sorry.
So I guess you guys are done with Mr. Avdol.
We are indeed.
Okay. After obtaining your strange herb, your very sweetly earthy
And tea.
scented, you make your way back to Sentinel and Karen.
My first
Yes.
connection in the city.
This is good for a bounty hunter.
Just a quick question. As we're walking by, does my Eldritch sight see anything from his
Of magic?
stall or his cart? The children, perhaps. Literally, the stall, well, the cart, and around it.
I would say yes.
Interesting. Do I? Well, do I detect anything on them? These two that just came from it? Are they picking it up?
No.
No. Okay, fine.
Magical.
Now that we know how it works, can I tell what school of magic it is?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I would say it is once again.
Transmutation.
It's probably transportation.
Probably, I would say transmutation. I would say, because like a lot of I'll say this, a lot of the items that I've looked at don't have like a school of magic.
You usually have to just go off of the effect
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does.
So I'll say transmutation, maybe a little bit of summoning.
That's fine. I was just curious.
All right, so it's simple enough. As long as you guys don't stop looking at anything else, you guys make your way through the trade market relatively easy. You notice all the different vendors. Some are selling some intricate-looking weapons, perhaps from across overseas. If you're looking for magic, I mean, you might see one or two, but
I mean, I guess I would just have it on.
yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works exactly, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
for the most part, it's really a lot of food and normal goods. There's a few oddball vendors selling their strange-looking trinkets and whatnot.
Do we
but
see Croon Deer?
No. I'll make a perception check.
1.
No, you just kind of
Someone's
lost in
so
it.
oblivious to
Yep.
everything.
Well, it doesn't take long before
Oh,
you get
look,
to
a
the
bird.
docks. It doesn't take too long before you get to the docks. And yeah.
Alright, so
it's
we're
pretty much
looking
right
for a
outside of
vessel.
the trade market. So it's pretty much the trade market.
Well, that
is
makes
right behind you.
sense because people come in from the docks.
Sentinel, do you know where Vessel lives? Or where he can be
Lives.
found mostly?
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do.
And then, yeah, you lead them down the docks. There's quite a few. You can see a few larger ships ported at the moment. One or two of them has sailors kind of taking products off, some being loaded on. Pretty busy. It's around this time of day. Right now, it's probably about 4 or 5. It's starting to get pretty late. So yeah, but it didn't take too long before you find near the middle another warforged that looks like sitting. He's
Yes.
sitting by this podium. And
How well do I know Vessel? Being one of the only warforged in town.
You're acquainted with him. Your character is more like he's more associated with everyone in the city. Like he might not have particularly good friends, But I mean, being another Warforged is fairly easy to forge a bond with another person of your race. So you guys are pretty close, I'd say.
Vessel, arm wrestle me.
Shit.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Hold on a second.
I wonder if Vessel deals with the logistics of this place.
So he's sitting there. He's just like standing. He has like these. He looks very similar to Sentinel in the sense that he has like these root cords along with these steel kind of like bands and plates around him. But his root cords seem to be a lot more stained, almost from the sun and the constant like sea air, the salt in the air, as well as his rust. He is it seems like he's just buffing away at it all the time. There are parts that are starting to rust a little bit, but you get close to him and he turns his head and says, "Oh, hello, Sentinel. How are you?"
I am
So
fine.
You approach and get closer. Arm wrestling? Oh, I'm a little busy at the moment. Oh, this
Aw, well,
rust needs to go away.
I was just trying to see if I could lighten your mood.
Arm wrestle? Sure. Why not, friend? Man, I'm going to totally kick his ass at this arm wrestle.
Wow, that's aggressive.
I had D20. Oh,
You have one? Great.
got roll a strength check.
Fuck.
Shit.
8.
What'd you roll? I rolled a 10. Okay, so these two Warforged lock arms just kind of like on his podium right now, and he, without even like moving his head, just starts to push your arm down into the ground. Let's go make another strength check.
He's still a young Warforged.
I am. I'm only 10 years old. 11.
Excuse me.
He rolls a 12, so put your arm into the podium.
Ah.
Oh, that
Always
was
a
fun.
joy.
That was fun. What are you doing here, and who are your friends?
Well, if they would like to
Can you guess
introduce
on that one?
themselves, they may.
Just wanted to arm wrestle a giant. Never done that before.
Good, I'm gonna
Or a Warforged. I
this
think.
Warforged now.
Oh wait, I thought arm wrestled you. already.
wrestle me.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Good, arm wrestle this one.
Yeah. I'm only testing the strength of other races, if that makes sense.
Ah, I see. Well, you can test
Oh.
between young and old.
We should test sometime.
Ah, maybe.
Hello, I'm Karen.
Hello there.
Little vessel, I'm Door.
Door? Are you there?
Klaus.
Klaus, okay. Oh, you are a sentinel.
No
This
hello,
little
friend?
odd group you've
Well,
gathered
kinda.
here.
It's under order of Thogum.
Thogum. Interesting. What seems to be the matter?
We would like to ask
This whole time
some...
he's buffing away at the steel parts of his Warforged self.
I like this quirk. We were sent here to ask a few questions.
Okay, well, ask away. I wonder what they could be asking.
Okay, I'm picking up on it now.
It's like he has like 2 different ones.
I was like, no, yeah. Anyway, I mean, do you want to ask? Or do you want
You go ahead.
Oh, I guess I'll lead. Well, are you aware of the? I'm not gonna speak too loud, I suppose. Of the possible security risk to the town.
Security
He means
risk?
the Bugbears.
Bugbears.
Yes.
What is a bugbear?
It's like
Goblin-like
a furry
creatures.
goblin.
Oh, I remember those things.
Did you happen to see some come into the port last night?
Last night?
Last night.
No, I think I would have noticed if something like that happened.
Did you
Any
notice
boats or
any
anything?
strange vessels?
Strange vessels.
Not you.
Got
Jesus
him.
Nice.
Strange vessels. Well, I don't believe anyone sailed into port last night.
Can I roll an inside check?
Go ahead.
That's a natural one.
Natural one. Seems like he's honest.
Perhaps,
Of course he is.
Perhaps any boats that didn't make port but that sailed past or near the port. We found what could have been used as a boat, parked a little off of the dock, attached to a sewer grating.
Off the
so to
dock.
speak.
How far off the dock?
It was to the right of the dock, I believe. and it was attached to a sewer grating.
Hmm.
Do I
Down that
recognize-
way, and he points towards where you guys probably would have came
I
out.
suppose, yeah, yes.
Indeed.
Interesting. No, I don't usually keep a watch on anything that's not the docks. Could you? I don't see a boat over there though.
Well, it has been confiscated as part of the investigation,
Oh,
so to speak. When we've been investigating, and we obtained the item that we believe they're using as a boat.
the item.
It's not
They-
precisely a boat. I guess I'll pull out the box and show them. It's kind of a magical boat, so to speak.
We could throw the box in the water and speak the words and see if he recognizes.
The boat. We could do that if you're okay with it. I know this is your port. I would hate to do something.
He motions off to like the left side, and like there's a little kind of like a space where there are no ships currently ported. He's like, I guess if you're gonna try it out, you could try it out over here.
Does it look like it has enough space to accommodate both the boat and the ship mode of this folding boat?
Oh, this area, like the area that's, it seemed like a large ship could probably fit in there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, who's the most accurate thrower here?
Dexterities or
It's probably not me, dude, but I'll throw it.
I mean,
Here,
sure.
give me it.
go for
I
it.
have a.
I'm about
I'm
to
not-
toss this thing.
It doesn't weigh
Just gonna
very
eat
much,
that
right?
I mean, it's
I just don't want to.
out of character.
It's not
It
even
probably
10
wouldn't be
pounds.
hard to just like toss
Okay.
this boat in there.
Whatever. I guess I'll toss the boat in there, try to get it where it'd be a decent.
And
Like,
it's
place
noted
to-
that the box, when you toss on the water, it just floats.
Yeah.
On the water.
I just want it to be like near the middle so it doesn't crash
Okay.
into the. All right. Well, I guess I'll look at the parchment for the first time. I guess look where it says boat and try to read the goblin pronunciation that
Okay.
Thogan had written down.
It's easy enough. You toss the boat out. Gets to a desired position. You say the word boat in Goblin, and
What's it sound like?
I mean, when
Good
Goblin
it.
said it, you could probably imagine how. You could probably imagine how a Goblin would sound talking.
That work?
Something like that.
Sounds like some necromancy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you just hear Karen. Fucking, no, but as he says the word boat in Goblin, the boat it stops floating for a moment and then begins unfolding upon itself. It takes about like 5 or so minutes until you see a mast begin to form,
That's pretty freaking sweet.
and then it all unfolds upon itself, and then these oars, a set of oars appear, and an anchor drops off the side, and seems to be a boat.
It's a very big boat.
That's fancy.
I know he has the card, but the boat setting of this folding box can hold up to 4 medium creatures. I believe it has a mast with a sail, and it has one set of rowing oars and an anchor. And it's also noted, I didn't write it on there, but I'll let you guys know, this boat, if there's anything left in the boat, whenever you were to set the box setting again, any item that can fit in the box will stay in the box. But any item that won't fit in the box mode will just be left outside.
Sweet.
So
Oh.
the box is like 12 inches ish, right?
The box mode is only like 12 inches long
Okay,
and 6
that's what I
inches
thought.
wide and deep.
Well, this is one mode of it. Does it look familiar in any way?
Well, it's a very nicely made boat. I won't lie, guys, I've never seen anything like that before. That was actually quite amazing. But no, it's fairly large. I feel like I would have seen that. But
Try like the sheep.
I feel like if the
Well, if that's fairly large to him,
If they use the ship functionality to sail in,
yeah, I feel like
there's
they
a
would-
lot more bugbears around here.
I'm gonna say I don't think they. I
I
probably
just
don't
want
think
to
they
see
did.
it.
If it came in unnoticed, they probably used the boat function.
I mean, there were. I don't keep. How do I put this? I don't keep watch all night. I mean, I try to look for any intruders or such. But I will say this: last night I did it. It was very, very late. Like you, Sentinel. I don't really sleep. I just kind of go into rest mode, so to speak. There was a very strange, shifty-looking guard who came searching around. He looked like he was looking for something. When I approached him, he didn't look too familiar, but he said he was just looking for the guy who was supposed to be on watch with, and he disappeared. I didn't question him further.
You didn't get his name?
No, I didn't question him further.
Do you remember what he looks like?
Was he selling potions?
What was his name?
Fucking hell.
Jeremy?
No.
No.
See, he was pretty.
That's all.
It's very strange. He was very plain looking. It'd be very hard to distinguish him from anyone else. But,
Could I use my forgery kit to draw a portrait of Jeremy on a piece of paper?
So
I can to use for like kits like that. I roll a d20 and then add.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I guess so.
Okay. 23. Do you recognize this man at all?
What'd you roll?
23. 19. Plus 4. I get
To
double.
attempt to draw Jeremy's face.
Yeah.
Jeremy's face.
That's
Yeah.
what he said, right?
Yeah. Just make sure like.
So, well, to be clear, it wasn't Jeremy.
Okay.
But I mean, he describes what he can remember from this gentleman, and you should try to draw what you can. But I mean, in the end, the finished product, it definitely looks like a normal-looking, like human person.
Well, at least we know that he's human.
But yeah,
Helps.
Presumably.
Yeah, I'll roll it up and put it in there.
okay.
Big.
That's a really nifty little ship you got there, guys. Like I said, I've never seen anything like that.
Yes.
Neither have I.
Well,
So
unfortunately,
can we see the ship now?
I guess to entertain the masses, I will.
Yes.
You say the ship word in Goblin?
I guess so.
The same thing happens. The ship stops floating where it's at for a second, and then begins unfolding upon itself even more until it is almost doubled in size. Like another 3 sets of oars appear. The mast and the sail become even larger.
Another 4 sets of oars. One according to this.
Well, it was 1 plus 3 though, so I said another three set of oars.
Well,
appear.
it says in here there's 5 sets.
Fuck, another 4 set.
Yeah,
of
that's
oars
what I was
appear.
saying. Another 4 sets.
Sorry, my bad.
Sorry.
And
I didn't know if that was in.
no, that's my fault. I wrote everything on there earlier. And
Then there's a steering oar,
Yeah.
anchor, and the deck cabin and the deck.
I was getting there. Why? But
I mean, if you want me to read it off the card, I
nope,
can.
I was getting there. But,
Sorry.
What does it
you
look
want to go
like?
and DM now?
No, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all that appears.
What color is it?
It's like a really
Like dark wood color?
kind of like a darker wood, yeah.
Does it have like anything on the front of it? Or like
No, it's a very plain looking ship.
Just
No, it's not
plain?
decorated.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
And like I said, there's like a actual cabin on top of this one. So if you guys were to like stay overnight on the sea, you could have a place to sleep away from the sun.
Now this shit looks like it's would rock pretty nice.
Vessel, as you can see, we also have a ship. If we were to perhaps leave this land, who would be your best captain and crew we could acquire?
His eyes light up and he says,
None of us here.
I would
know how
love to captain it. I love being out on the sea.
What have you done?
Can I roll an anti-check to see if he's like, how
A
good
good
of a
captain.
captain are you, my friend?
Oh, nothing brings me joy more than to be out on the sea.
His name is.
That's not what he asked.
His name is Vessel, and Warforged get their names from like people, so I would assume that he would be a good.
Like he was made for being a vessel.
So you can roll an
Vessel.
inside check.
Why is he relegated to just working the docks then?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
24.
24.
Waiting for his next mission,
He
bruh.
seems like he's pretty confident in himself. And to address what you just said, so the Warforged,
Damn it.
I was kind of telling Chris, like, yeah, they were tasked with like protecting the city, but at the end of the day, like they are these conscious beings. Like, let's say fighting or defending isn't something that they prefer to do. It's not like they're tied in chains to doing one thing. Like they're technically people. So
Yeah.
if they didn't want to do something, they can pursue other interests.
That's why I'm wondering why he's at the port instead of being on a ship. Then, if that's what he wants to do.
Well, he's the shipmaster of the city.
Do you, so if we wanted to hire yourself, what would that perhaps cost us? Do you have a crew?
A crew? I can
Yeah.
teach you guys.
How much would it cost to teach one of us or all of us? How long would it take?
A couple days out on sea, you get the hang of it.
Well, okay.
Sounds simple.
But let's see. He looks at the ship. He said, "There's 5 sets of oars. There's only 4 of you, plus me would be 5, and there's still a steering oar. So we'd probably need another person to complete the crew. I'm sure I could find somebody. Are you guys ready to sail out now?"
I don't believe so, but anytime we are, you will be our first choice for captain vessel.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Do you want to turn it back to the box now?
I suppose so. How are we supposed to retrieve it?
You can use your mage hand.
Yeah, don't.
That's a good idea.
Don't all of y'all have a mage hand?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I feel left out.
I don't have it. You know.
I'll turn it back to a box, I
Little
suppose.
Oh yeah, never mind.
With the
Set
command
box.
word.
Same thing. Begins to shrink until and is now just a box floating in the water. The same small box.
Right.
Mage hand it back, I suppose.
Okay, it's easy enough. You grasp it out of the water and return it to you. It's really strange. The water seems to just drip right off, and it's pretty dry within a couple seconds.
That's handy. Well, now we know what the box does, but unfortunately we are at a loss for leads.
Maybe we could ask some others around here if they've seen anything. Do you know of anybody else who may see or keep watch around here at nighttime?
Well, most of the people just kind of close up their shops. I know some of the travelers kind of stay with their goods. Perhaps some of them, maybe.
We could perhaps seek out this guard.
Also that.
Yeah.
Not so
Shouldn't
sure we'll be able
be-
to find this
May
guard.
take because there's not many guards in the city. They're very short-handed. So unless he's not actually a guard and he's someone else,
Sounds
we
like
would
he may
find him.
not actually be one.
Thogum did
Perhaps.
tell us to report back to him.
That's all we have to report. I'm starting to
was also
suspect that there is a being that's organizing these owlbears that is inclined to be able to use
Say
magic.
owl bears.
Could be these.
Bugbears, sorry.
It could be these.
That'd be terrifying.
Apologize.
Could be this fake guard.
I'm sorry?
Could be the fake guard. He could be
Maybe.
the one in construction of all of this madness.
We should question if there's any magic users of importance in the town if we're able to find them. And we
Alright,
should
so back to Thogum for now.
and we should also see if we can ask about scouting parties perhaps. I know they're short-handed. We might have to do it ourselves, but they came from somewhere outside of the city.
So we head back to Thogum.
Okay. So, as you guys question this very interesting Warforged character, you guys have a possible captain for the future. You guys decide to sail anywhere overseas, maybe. But I think for now, I think that'll be a good place to end it for now.
Okay.
Just to clarify, before we end it, when we're looking out at the docks, the grading that we came from is to the north of the docks, correct?
What do you mean? Oh, from like the gate, the sewer entrance?
Where the port is.
The port is on the...
You said it was on the right.
It's on the west side of the city.
Yeah, so it's on the west side of the city.
Mhm.
So to the north is where the sewer was.
Yes.
There happens to be a forest to the north, boys.
There's also,
As per the map.
There's also. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. That is
Reactivated
where.
my trap card.
But like I said, I think you guys have done a lot of investigating today. It seems you guys might have a possible lead. But yeah. I think that's a great place to end it for now.
Yeah, sounds okay.
Cool. Well, thanks for tuning in to the third session, buddies. We'll be back
Sunday Aurelia campaign.
Yeah, we'll be back Wednesdays and Sundays. And
Bye.
Saturdays.